Ahem. Hey, how's it going? Back at it again with more Dawn Trail, more Golden Legacy. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you are all doing well. See, this is a little bit of a weird situation that I'm in right now, because basically all I've got to do is just immediately start up a dungeon, but you kind of want to have a little bit of time to let people trickle in, which is normally why people have, like, a starting soon screen, or something along those lines. And I had one for a while, but then it was just kind of a pain in the ass to use. I never quite knew when to, like, fade out of it or fade in. I would always just end up sitting there, being like, there was no damn point in me having this starting soon screen on. I'm just sitting here in silence doing nothing. So, I mean, this is basically the starting soon screen, if you think about it. But in any case, I haven't actually played the game part of this game in a very long time. All I've been doing off stream was the awful ass island renovation minigame thing that is not fun. Though I will say, actually, about that, like, little side bits of content like that are interesting because, like, there's no way in hell to actually stream it, right? But the way that all the little robots talk to you on the island in English is so insane. It's so fucked up. They're all assholes to you for no reason. Like, in the Japanese, they're just like, they hang out and they're nice to you and stuff, because it's supposed to be a cozy, relaxing island adventure. You know, a cozy, relaxing island getaway, like some Animal Crossing shit. And in the English, they just talk mad shit to you all the time. Like, they're all sarcastic and are just like, oh yeah, I'll do this for you, not because I want to or anything. Fuck you, I hate you, actually. It's like, this is supposed to be my relaxing, peaceful, calming island getaway. Why are they doing this to me? But in any case, this seems to be... Man. Double picked up. On a Wednesday afternoon. I almost feel bad about this. Because this is supposed to be Kururu's big chance, right? Like, she's supposed to be showing off as, like, ooh, I get to show off what I can do as a Pictomancer. Kururu about to override your star. Damn, you right. Also, wait a second, that's, that's actually one of the ones I wanted to bring up. These, the Pictomancer attack names. These are Imagine. This is like Imagine Hammer, Imagine Sky, Imagine Pom Pom. Like, you would probably go with, like, Imaginary, or even just Imagine. I don't know, the names in the Japanese for Pictomancer are so much more whimsical. Like, you got, it's just Red Fire, Cyan Blizzard. It's not like Cyan in whatever. The attack names in Japanese for Picto are just so, like, awkward. Oh shit. B? What the fuck is this? What am I supposed to do with these? What? What? Thank you. You can be a bee. This is good news. This is good news. God, I love that video so much. Ooh. Damn, we're hauling ass. This is surprisingly brown. Okay, yeah, there's another boat in front of us. Same type, maybe it's Prince Zoraja, maybe Baku Jaja. None of this, the thing that is kind of annoying about doing stuff with the NPCs is that your damage output doesn't matter at all. Like, nothing you do actually matters. You can't speed up or slow down kills in any appreciable way. So you do just kind of end up pressing random-ass buttons. Which is very much just what I'm doing. Like, I'm assuming you should actually only, like, really be painting between bowls on things like this and stuff to maximize uptime and blah, blah, blah. I don't fucking know. This is a very weird concept for a dungeon. We are just kind of on a singular little tiny platform. Also, damn, how long is it going to take for them to get rid of this bird? Are they even... Wait, was she even doing anything? Huh? Yeah, it just started raining. Is that... Oh shit, we're gonna crash! Okay, he's doing the, hey, I got a present for you. Hope you like it. Sort of shit. Real asshole. Alright. It is much more flavorful running this with the NPCs, but goddamn is it slow. Alright, he's trying to slow us down. Aw, shit. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, he's heading out. And calling him coward again. Oh shit, we're gonna crash. Okay. Oh, now it's like an actual dungeon. I'm sorry, we're fighting one of those things? We're fighting one of these horrible abominations? Why can it float? Alpha Puniti. It's, yeah, okay. She is just going, whoa, that thing's huge. This really is the part of playing this class that always just feels the weirdest to me, where it's like, when do I actually go for all of the paint shit? I have no idea. I am very much so just pressing buttons. Like, get there, I'm supposed to actually have this thing up, but again, kinda whatever. And I should not have put that shit down right then, but whatever, again. Fuck it. Oh, come on, I really thought that would be a slide cast. Yeah, I was just a little bit too soon on it. And he's down. Yay. Yeah, I'm absolutely not used to playing a class where I have to, where my, like, big buff aura thing is dependent on immediate placement. Like, you gotta stay in one spot. Not even slightly used to that. It does kind of just feel like this is the class that you're supposed to be playing. It's like you gotta either be playing this or Viper, right? Like, if you're not, then... You know, are you even playing Golden Legacy? I don't think so. I mean, you might, though. Like, literally speaking, you might. Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things where, like... It's always a pain in the ass when you're trying to use it in a fight that you're not aware of, because you don't know when you're going to be forced to move. Like, I'm sure the people who play the game a shit ton more than me kind of have the general flowchart of how fights usually go down better. But they can just, they're just like, oh yeah, of course, you know, you just, this seems like the sort of time where they're gonna make you do movement, so I'm gonna save it for right now. Like, it seems right about time where you, they probably are gonna make you start moving around. Like, the fights are fairly formulaic in that sense, but still. I do not have that intuition. Yeah, I mean, all of it... I mean, all of this stuff, you know, if you're running, like, Picto or Viper or something, you're just kind of, you're there for having a good time. Oh yeah, what happened to your opponent? Hey! Yeah, sorry, you guys are gonna have to take a different route. Like, this is just wacky adventures. This is just, I'm sorry, what? Oh. What? Huh? I forgot to pay. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I fucking hate this. What is... No, I hate that. Why would you do that? No, I don't like that. Don't do that. Why are we... No. No. Why are we having slime people copying? No. Who decided that this was what we were going to be doing? This has horrifying implications. I don't... Why is this just like a random... Why is that not like a boss or something? That feels like that should be a boss. With how terrifying it is. This is a one-time occurrence, thank God. That raises more questions. I think that makes it worse, honestly. I don't think that's actually better damage. But again, whatever. Nothing you do with the NPC dungeons fucking matters. Yeah, I have not looked at the numbers. What is it, 500? I can't see it because it's not active right now. Oh! Oh boy! His name is Drowsy. Oh no. Why? Why do we have to... He's just sleeping. This just seems unnecessarily mean. You see, you could say that this thing's name was literally anything in the English and I would believe you. I have no standards. Think I'm still good? I can't really see where that other one was aiming. The other one was kind of blocked by everything else. Oh no, so we are doing this again. We are doing this again. I thought you said it was a one-time thing. I thought you said it was a one-time thing. This does not appear as though it is a one-time thing anymore. I thought I could rest. I thought I could rest easy, knowing that I wouldn't have to see that shit ever again. I've been lied to. I've been betrayed, lied to. Uh-oh. That's more of them. If anything is gonna get me, it's gonna be this fucking mechanic. I mean, I should be entirely fine right here, though. Yeah. Now you see how this thing has... Yeah, you know... Thing is that we didn't really know that at the time. But it does still feel a bit mean-spirited. Also, really all of the dialogue lines here have mostly been about what you would expect. It's just kind of, like, it's not bad or anything, but it is just kind of, you know, fun, silly little adventure stuff. I do still think that despite how slow this is, oh my god, look at them, they're just grooving. Eh, whatever. We'll just use it, fuck it. I should be able to get my... Yeah, that thing in it. Yay, there we go. Picto is very flavorful. Even if to me, you know, all of the classes are kind of just the same. Okay, so that's probably what we're fighting. That's probably the thing that we're fighting. If I had to guess. So you're telling me I should be single targeting on 3? That feels weird and wrong. I mean, I would imagine I'm still using hammer and all of the other cooldowns and stuff. But I'm seriously not, I'm not doing AoE on 3. Is it? Wait, at this level, is it not? Wait, 120, 150? Shouldn't that be 450 versus 420? Oh, only for the filler JCs. Never mind. That's weird. Well then, I mean, like, stuff like that, where there's nothing really else that you can do. Considering that there's not any, like, difference in any of this shit, there's no point in me... Like, you can't really speed up these kills, so I might as well just kind of press all the buttons the second they come off cooldown. So that is instilling bad habits. But do I particularly care about instilling bad habits, or do I just want to press he who funny button? Eh. Alright, what are we dealing with? It's gonna be that big fuck off massive insect thing. I do not like bugs. You know, maybe this place isn't so great. Apollyon. You know, maybe this place isn't such a great, peaceful wonderland. Maybe this place fucking sucks. Maybe we should get the hell out of here as soon as possible. I really thought that would be raid-wide. I was very convinced that was going to be raid-wide. Huh? Oh, I'm supposed to be reading that to understand what's actually going on here. Ah, fuck, I forgot to put down my ley line. Oh, it is eating them, I see. Okay, it's saying, like, what, it gets stronger after it eats something? Like, that's the mechanic we're going with? Okay. Alright. So what, are we actually going to be... So we're going to be trying to not let it eat, then? Oh, that is difficult for me to just visually see. Like, that wasn't even a case of not knowing what the mechanic was supposed to be. That was just like, I can't fucking visibly tell the difference. Yeah, probably shouldn't have used hammer. Should have saved it for when I've got actual ley line up, but whatever. Again, I've recognized what I should have done. It's an interesting mechanic. I should not have put it here. Yeah, I shouldn't have put it there whatsoever. I got completely zoned out of my own fucking ley line. That's annoying. That's annoying. Maybe I kind of hate these style of casters. Live stream placement, thank you. Yeah, I really like the placement of the Sea of Stars that I just put down, and the Astral Sea, and the ley lines, and the life stream, and the ether current. You know, I just pick a name out of a hat, really. No more NPC dungeons. That took way the fuck too long. But I don't know, it is more flavorful. But it takes so damn long. Oh, hey. Rainbow drop. Rainbow drip, rather. You see... God, reading these is such a pain in the ass. Yay. Wukamon is just saying this is my first time seeing such a big-ass bug. I'll probably say, Aaronville are all right. What was the Picto ability? They all kind of have comically long tooltips.
陸路を進んできたものの、ここで行き止まりみてえだな。アリゼたちのところに戻って船を直さねえと。
Yeah, okay. You're saying like, yeah, we came, and we really went a long way by land, but looks like we hit a dead end. We'll just have to go back to Aaronville and repair the ship. You know, it's like, we went so far and we didn't actually make any progress. You all okay? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're just, again, I'm on Wacky Race's vacation. Oh, it's now a novel? Okay, was worried, didn't know what had happened, glad we were able to meet back up. Okay. Oh, apparently, yeah, the cave that you used was one that Yokofu used to dig for gold. Thanks to the guy, we still haven't made land yet. Okay. Made it up quite a long ways up the river. Should be there soon. Take a look. Ukulot can't enjoy the sights. And they're amazing from a distance, but up close they're even more, you know, grandiose or magnificent. Yeah, I don't know. English Alize sounds like she is like 35. English Alize sounds like she's going to a PTA meeting. It doesn't fit the character at all. Oh, I can't go any further. Yeah, that's just... Hey, you don't look like you're doing so great. It's no wonder all of us were pretty exhausted. We used up a lot of energy there. 翼なき指定の大階段を登ってきた連中が休む場所だが、俺たちが使っても問題ないはずだ。Huh. Okay, there's like a traveler's shack nearby, like a little travel lodge. Crap, what's the name for these? You know, like the sort of thing if you're mountain climbing, they're gonna have like a little, I guess you'd probably say lodge. God, the name of this. Okay. This place for, like, those who climb the great staircase, the wingless siblings. It's a weird-ass name. I have no idea what I would go with for that, for something that's, like, cool. This whole area seems to have a theme of, like, long-ass names for places. Could be fine if we use it, though. Alright, then let's head there, then. Gukamad, can you go on for just a little bit longer? If not, we can take a short break here. Damn it.
王女として民を引っ張らなきゃいけねえ私が何度もこんな醜態を晒して情けね
え。Yeah, as a princess, I'm supposed to lead the people, but I'm always so pathetic. Damn it. I can't take this. Surprisingly, that didn't mean Wuklamat. You're just gonna have to believe me on this one.
悪い、弱音を吐いちまって。私ならもう大丈夫だ。ゆっくり後を追いかけるから先に行っててくれ。
So the problem here is that 弱音を吐いちまった。吐いちまって isn't really just talking about, like, complaining, but it's, like, it's both complaining and, like, giving in. Right? Giving up. You might go with something like, I shouldn't be whining and giving up like that. I'm okay. I'll catch up when I can. You guys go on ahead.
わかった。でもこれだけは言わせて。
Alright, but... Let me say this.
王女だからって、時代の王を目指す立場だからって、辛いことや苦しいこと全部、一人で抱える必要なんてない。私たちでよければ、いつでも聞くからね。
Just because you're a princess and in line or trying to become the next king doesn't mean you have to struggle through all the hard times alone. And if you'd like, we're always here to listen.
クルル、だけどよ。
But you know. Okay. Oh, man. I am going to attempt, unless I see something that strikes me as, like, blatantly, completely insane, or something that strikes me as ridiculously important to clarify, I'm going to attempt to go the entire stream without checking the English whatsoever. But this was close. This top line was very close at making me want to check the English. So, the literal there is, like, it's alright for anyone to, like, be vulnerable, to be weak. Or really, it's more like show their weakness. Which doesn't really work at all in English, but you get what they mean. Right? It's like you don't have to always put up on a strong front. Or... you know, if really, it's like if you want to win, you know, you should let it all out. I'm gonna go with the bottom option of like, yeah, look, you want to win here, you can't just be fucking brooding.
お前まで。
You too. Yeah.
いいのか？ずっと誰にも知られないように抱えてきたってのに。
Is that okay? I've been... I mean, we all already kind of knew. It does not make you appreciate the translators for this game. The translation for this game is terrible. It's a full-on rewrite. It ranges from everything from removing the foreshadowing, like they did in ARR, to outright making shit up entirely, to adding in, rape jokes, or defending brothel owners in Stormblood, or changing a character in Heavensward from being named Longears to calling herself the Mongrel. The translation for this game deserves no appreciation. It deserves nothing but scorn. Genuinely, it's a bad translation done by bad people. That's kind of the whole reason I played through the game in Japanese, is I played it in English with the Japanese audio, and it was unplayable. If you speak Japanese and you play the game with the English translation on screen, it's infuriating. They're different games. It's like I've been keeping it secret for so long, or I've been carrying this, like holding it all in to myself for so long without letting anybody else know.
少し時間をくれねえか。聞いてもらいてえ話があるんだ。
Yeah, you mind? Yeah, you mind hearing me out for a while? I got something I want to tell all of you.
ええ、もちろん。
Yeah, of course.
準備ができたら追いついてこい。この先の山小屋で待ってる。
Oh no, it goes far further than that, Chris. The biggest one is that all of the stuff with the soul split and the Asians, the exact motivation of the Asians, why they were attempting to rejoin all the worlds, all of that stuff was actually foreshadowed in ARR, but the English translation team cut all of it in favor of often just total nonsense. But yeah, that's sort of been the stream series. I'm not gonna retread all of it, but yeah. It's pretty bad. Yeah. Yeah. The German translation seems to be the best, the more that I look at it. The crunchy tacos thing, holy shit. That one is so fucked up. And when you're ready, catch up. I'll be waiting up at the hut. No, yeah, like, the big thing is that the Asians constantly refer to they explicitly say that their motivation is to make people... Oh, she was just saying she wanted to talk to us. Ah, I see. So, the Asians said that they explicitly in the Japanese said that they wanted to transform or evolve people to hito-taru-mono, which, means essentially that which can be called human, or true humans, indicating at that point that, you know, whatever we are in the setting is not true humans, according to the Asians, that we are fundamentally missing something. In fucking... Which one was it? Todorok. La Habrea specifically says to the Warrior of Light, you are incredible, you're a fascinating being, or I should say you, and that other thing within you. Specifically calling out, again, the whole, soul shard stuff. They built on that. In the English, he just talks about bedtime stories instead. And that's not even just, the most egregious examples, that's just, common. Another big one, actually, for this game, or for this expansion. I haven't played the rest of the expansion here, but to illustrate the whole missing foreshadowing thing, I haven't played the rest of the expansion, so don't spoil it for me. I don't know what happens. But in the Japanese, the ruler of Toraora is referred to as Reo, the Reo, which is United King. It's the United Kingdom of Toraora. And the king is referred to as the United King. You know, because there's two heads. He's two heads, one person, right? And the whole theme that they've been going for here is, again, Wokomot getting to know people and to rely on them to work together and all of that stuff. So I'm assuming that when Wuklamat becomes... She's gonna win, obviously, but when Wuklamat becomes the next Daeol, I would imagine that she's going to, like, bring in her brothers to help with that. Because you can't exactly be a united king alone, and that's gonna kind of be the point, is that Wuklamat is good at uniting people, just like the actual previous, or current king, rather, is. Like, that's why she's retracing those steps to unite all of the various peoples and know about them and, you know, like, experience their culture and all of that. In the English, the king is referred to as the Dawn Servant. That can totally be singular. A singular person could take the role of Dawn Servant. There's nothing about the name Dawn Servant that implies plurality. Whereas Neo is specifically plural. Meaning that's pretty clearly setting up to some sort of, like, you know, Clamat's gonna go, like, I can't be the united king alone, and is gonna bring in her brothers to help. Is Wook actually good at it? Yeah, she's actually great at a lot of stuff. They dumbed her down massively in the English. Like, she's busting out words like hydroponics in the Japanese. The thing that she's supposed to be very good at is she's incredibly empathetic, she's incredibly charismatic, she's very accepting, very willing to admit what she does not know and ask for help from those who do, but is also shown to be a good leader. Like, that's the thing that makes her a good leader. It's the thing that makes her the most like her father. Is that he's clearly not going to be, like, the best at literally everything, but he's going to be willing and able to say, hey, I don't actually know what to do here. Let me go ask this guy. And trust from their advice. But she's also shown that she's good at, like, outside-of-the-box problem-solving. You know, she's got a good sense of intuition. She's very attentive. Like, those sort of things. She's supposed to be a classic, charismatic, well-meaning leader type. But, like, this is going to be a good... This whole cutscene right here, or this dialogue section, is going to be a good example of this. Because a lot of it does come down to the tone in the way that she talks as well. Yeah, she says, here... Yeah, I never could tell anyone. Whenever I felt lost, whenever I was having a hard time, whenever I was suffering, I always thought I couldn't... I had to live up to my old man's name. That's the other thing here, is that she says oyaji for her dad, right? There's a couple of ways that you could do that. I like her just calling him my old man, because it's oyaji in katakana. You know, she's like, I gotta do him proud. The nani hajinu. And really, it's like, you know, I thought that she says, like, I thought that doing that, not telling anybody, was a way to, you know, live up to my old man's name. You know, to be like him. But if you guys, you know, if you guys are going to listen, then I want to tell you. Okay, so it was everybody. I was right the first time. First, we gotta catch up with Holfino, Ernville, everybody else. And we're going to the north, I think. Like, a really big one that showed up last stream was when she was talking to, the crafter guy back in the, you know, the main city. In the English, he asks, like, oh, do you ever feel, like, you know, compare yourself to others and feel anxious or whatever? In the Japanese, they've got a very, like, they've got a through line here where they've been saying better than, really? Like, they've been saying inferior, but in localization, we would probably say, like, you know, she said, I know that my brothers are better than me. you know, she says, oh, so, about the alpaca that she caught. It's like, oh, my brother caught one that was better than mine. And this guy asks, like, oh, do you ever compare yourself to others and feel like they're just better than you? And she goes, no, of course not. I'm Princess of Toraora. And then she repeats to herself, I'm Princess of Toraora. Yeah. Also, princess. Third promise is so dumb. It's so dumb. What is this promise shit? She just says princess. And that leads to a lot of really fun jokes, where she refers to herself as a princess, but she doesn't look at all like a princess, and that's the joke.
いざ自分のことを話すとなると、なんか緊張するな。
How is the Shadowbringers English? They're all bad, man. Like, they're all bad. The whole game, it's all not good. I'll say that, like, it's a different style of not good. Like, ARR to Heaven, like, ARR to Stormblood is just, like, full Rewrite City. Stormblood and, or, Shadowbringers and Endwalker has a lot of just, like, blatant incompetence. Like, just fundamental mistakes in the script. And then we're back here to Rewrite City.
今日はここで休むとしよ
Alright, let's rest here for today.
う。先を急ぎたくなる気持ちもわかるが、過酷な船旅で疲れているのは皆同じさ。
Yeah, I understand everyone wanting to press ahead, but everyone is very much so exhausted from our trip up the river.
なら、泊まる支度をしよう。火起こしから食料の調達までやることは多い。分担して取り掛かるぞ。
Yeah, like, the script is really funny in the Japanese, in ways that just don't get translated. It's very unfortunate. Alright, let's set up camp. Oh no, Alfino is going to get to go do his favorite activity of gathering firewood. It's his favorite thing. Oh wait, we don't get an Alfino gathering firewood scene? 0 out of 10. They don't understand the current characters.
ウクラマとはどういう経緯で蓮王の養子に
I've been wondering about this, but yeah, like here, it's Daniel right there. That hang on. Hold on. So this is, hang on, this is the most awkward way of doing this. But this is the name of the monarch. Daniel. Now, just O would be king. Daniel, that's united. It's like united king. And specifically they refer to it as Daniel-koku, United Kingdom. So, I see this name for the king, and immediately, like, this is a weird thing. This is not a normal thing. This is a made-up term. But because it's a made-up term, that clearly means that it's important. There's some sort of import there. The concept of him being a united king, or you could go with King United, something along those lines. The implication is that both he united all of the different races, but he himself is also united. He's two different heads in one body. Dawn Servant for this makes no sense. It's just a complete rewrite. It's not even attempting to maintain the meaning of the term. Unification King? Like, there's a couple of ways that you could do it, and by no means am I saying that United King is like the end-all be-all, but whatever you would go with, it would need to carry them both the meanings of, like, someone who unites the kingdom, and someone who themselves is, like, united, made up of more than one. But, like, you know, the concept of a united kingdom is already a thing. Right? And, I mean, I feel like if people would be like, oh, what, the United Kingdom of Toraiola? What, like, they're the UK? No. Like, you can have fantasy terms that use established terminology. You can have things be empires. You can have things be kingdoms. You can have things be united kingdoms. I think it's fine. Like, I could see that being a thing that somebody would be like, oh, we don't want to call them the United Kingdom of Toraiola, because then that's, like, too close to the real-life UK. But, I mean, in the Japanese, they're literally using the term Den-Okoku. Like... like, they're literally using the term... Is that... yeah, that is the... And the thing is that that's not actually the same... that's not actually the exact same kanji used for, like, England. For the UK, that apparently is more commonly Rengokoku. But I still think you just say you just say the United Kingdom of Toraiola. Anyway, I'm slowing down way too much, sorry. Also, just, again, for anybody who's new in chat, I fucking love MTL. Not being able to tell, like, gender or directionality. Hey, Woklad, how did you end up being... Neo's adopted son? Hilarious. Yeah, Willamette, how did you end up being, getting adopted by the United King?
小さかった頃のことだから全然覚えてねえんだ。物心ついた時にはもう連王宮で暮らしててさ。
Yeah, and in terms of the way that she talks, she's incredibly casual. She does not, in any way, shape, or form, talk like royalty. She doesn't... You would not be able to tell from the way that she talks or handles herself, holds herself, rather, in the slightest that she was royalty. Which is really the same with the king. He doesn't talk like the United King does not talk like a king. Like, when Kururu goes up to talk to him, he doesn't say, like, oh, yes, you may speak. He just says, oh, yeah, do you need something from me? He doesn't stand on formality at all. The idea of people needing to, like, pay him respect as a king is completely ignored. He doesn't use any, like, royal language at all, basically. The only thing that makes him seem royal is just how casual he talks. Where he's just like, he's constantly completely comfortable. I mean, he's the king. But he just kind of comes across as like a fun dad. It's great. Love that guy. Boy howdy, I really hope he actually gets to stick around in the expansion, and they don't just like fucking kill him off or something like that, which would be really annoying, so they're probably gonna do that. They're gonna kill off the king, and they're gonna kill off Aaronville, because Aaronville's a fucking childhood friend character, and they're never allowed to win. Every damn time. I'm just waiting for it. Like, literally, he's standing off to the side away from the group. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. They're gonna kill this fucking character off, I swear. And I'm going to be mad. This is the vacation expansion. Yoshi P wouldn't do that. That's true. I'm still saying he's gonna die. They're raising, like, every death flag for him. I need to get back to actually playing the game. Anyway. He says, yeah, you know, I was really young, so I don't remember it at all. Have you finished this yet, or is this is first playthrough? When I played through the game, the first time I played through the game was like 4 or 5 years ago. I was playing in English with Japanese audio, and I made it up until about the start of Stormblood, before rage quitting. From every single voiced cutscene just being a constant stream of that's not what they fucking said. Like, I was just posting a Discord to my friends, like 20-page write-ups of, they just, like, this isn't what they said said this is foreshadowing, what the fuck is going on? And so it just came to the point where I didn't want to play the game anymore. But my Japanese wasn't good enough to actually play the game in Japanese, because this game in Japanese is ridiculously dense. Like, without OCR plugging into a dictionary, no shot. This game is, like, borderline, even for native Japanese speakers, this game is hard. Not because they use, like, old-fashioned terminology, but because they do not pull punches on the writing. Like, when Olfino talks shop and goes, like, hard PhD scientific mode, they do not pull any punches. They don't dumb anything down. Like, we were just talking with the bird people, you know, talking about, like, the like, etheric conductivity of the water in the region. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I gotta stop doing this. I gotta get back to the game. Okay. I was so young. I don't remember anything at all by the... Monokoro. Monokoro. What is the term for this? Honestly, okay, this is another situation where you would have, where, like, this is valid localization stuff. Right? So what she says is, 物心ついた時にはもう、連王宮で暮らしてたさ。暮らしてて、暮らしててさ。Oh god, that one is so funny. But yeah, so really that's like, by the time I was able to understand things, I was already living in the royal palace. In English, you would probably just say, unless there's something here that would contradict this, the much more natural way of saying this in English, like the way that we would say this exact same concept is, my first memories are in the royal palace, right? Like, that's the way that you describe, like, being a small child. Where were you, like, what were your first memories? So you'd say, like, my first memories were in the royal palace. I don't know.
生まれはイクブラーシャ。ヤクテル樹海にあるシュバラール族の集落だって聞いてる。一度も訪ねたことはねえんだけどな。
Yeah, but I heard I was born in, Ikubarasha, Subaru. Katakana is harder than kanji. Again, for anybody who is doing chat, katakana is harder than kanji. I am only barely exaggerating. Ikubarasha. I was born in, what, Ikubarasha, a Subaru village in the Yakuteru forest. Again, she uses Jugai, or Jugai? Jukai, rather. Sorry. Which is like sea of trees. I don't actually know what the place is like, so in English you would probably either say jungle or like great forest. Not sure. Never actually been there myself, though.
私にとっちゃ、親は親父ただ一人だけだしよ。
Well, that's not easier at all. To me, you know, my old man is my... Yeah, it's the only parent I got.
その気持ち、わかるわ。私も本当の両親のことは覚えてないから。
Yeah, so... this is why I'm actually, like, still pretty high on Dawn Trail. They're doing a good... I like the thing that they're doing with having the things that are occurring to Wokomat be... Like... Is it microcosms? Is that the correct word? Like, miniaturized versions of the arcs that the other characters are experiencing simultaneously. It's sort of like the things that are happening for Wuklamat are representative for the things that are either happening or will happen to the other characters. Which I think is a fun thematic device, or a fun narrative device, rather. I know how you feel. I don't remember my real parents either.
知りたいと思ってた頃もあったけれど、いつからかそんな気持ちも忘れちゃった。私にはガラフおじいちゃんがいてくれたし。
Yeah, there was a time when I wanted to know, but you know, eventually I just you probably say like eventually I just kind of didn't anymore. After all, you know, I had my grandpa got off it.
へえ、クルルも私と似たような境遇だったんだな。
Okay, they're making it a little bit they're making it a little bit explicit here, but oh wow. Kururu, I didn't know you had like gone through the same thing as me. Honestly, you might go with like I didn't know you were in the same boat as me for this. And the lighting is really good.
親父は私やコーナ兄さんを実の子みたいに愛してくれた。ゾラージャ兄さんっていう血のつながった子供もいたのに。
Guys, hold me back. I'm not looking at the English. I'm not looking at the English, but this line makes me want to. Yeah, my old man loved me and Kona as though we were his own children. You know, even though he had a real son. You know, even though you know, Zoraja was his real, like, blood-related son. You would probably just say real son.
昔、私が獣の住む森に入り込んじまった時も、親父が真っ先に探しに来てくれてさ。
Yeah, okay. And one day, you know, way back when I wandered into a forest with a lot of, you know, wild animals, and my old man was the first one who came looking for me.
ビビって泣いてる私のことを叱ったってよかったんだ。なのに部の親父と来たらよく生きてたななんて褒めるんだぜ。
Oh, this is really... Oh, this is such a fucking good line, but really hard to convey right. This, this teokattanda, I think would throw a lot of people. This isn't necessarily saying, like, he should have, right? But it's like, you know, he could have. Like, it would have been right to. Like, you know, he could have just yelled at me for being scared and crying, but... so this is, this Bu no Oyashi. She's referring to specifically, like, one of the two heads. I don't know if you would really care to mention that. She's like, you know, the... You might say my father is like... Or like my brave father, valorous father. You know, you might have to refer to them like both heads slightly differently, because she does seem to be doing that. It's like when he found me, he told me how proud he was of me. Said, "Good job staying alive." Or like,
まあ
"Good job surviving."
今は眠ってるリの親父に説教されたけどな。
Yeah.
森の危険性について何時間も延々と。
This is hard. This is hard. The problem is that you want to make this as natural as possible. So, in the Japanese, you've got the I think they were pronouncing it bu no atama. And then ni. So the two heads in Japanese for the king are, like, valor and reason. You know, like bravery and reason, or like, yeah, it's like valor, really. Like, well, after that, you might just say, like, his other head really did give me a real talking to, but he told me about how dangerous the forest was for hours and hours and hours.
普段は優しい親父だけど、鍛錬の時は厳しくてさ。今思えば、私が王女として立派に生きていけるように、本気で向き合ってくれてたんだよな。
He was always, usually so kind, but real strict when during training. And looking back on it, I realized he was just trying as best as he could to help me be able to live as a proper or a stand-up princess.
なのに、私は全然その期待に応えられてね。
Man, the voice acting is so good. You could hear that just like slight, she starts talking a bit faster. You can hear the slight tremor in the voice. Fuck, it's good. Yeah, but I haven't been able to live up to that at all.
自分の国なのに知らねえことばっかりだしよ。アルパカのことだって、イヒイハナ祭のことだって、何一つ知らなかった。
And this is my country, my home, but there's just so much stuff I don't know. About the alpacas, about the Ihana Festival, I don't know anything.
大した経験もないくせに、トライオラの中で生きてるだけで、トラル大陸のことを分かった気になってたんだ。
I didn't have much experience, but just living here in Toraiola, I thought that I knew all about it. It's like I thought I knew everything about it, maybe.
私には
Understood it.
コーナ兄さんのような知恵も、ゾラージャ兄さんのような力もない。虚勢を張っているだけで、王女として未熟だ。
Yeah, I'm not as smart as Kona, not as strong as... I'm not smart. Okay. This line could potentially screw up the character. So, she says, Kona ni-san no you na chie mo. This yo na she's not actually, if they were to translate this to, I'm not smart like him, and I'm not strong like Zoraja, or like even worse if they would say like, unlike Kona, I'm dumb, unlike Zoraja, I'm weak. Those would both be completely wrong. If that's what they do here, again, I'm not gonna look at the English. I'm not looking. I'm holding back. we've already gone out of tangents. What she's saying is, I'm not as smart as Kona. I'm not as strong as Zoraja. Yeah, it's like it's all just a front, or it's like it's all just a bluff. I'm not a... Honestly, you might just go with like, I'm not a capable princess, not a good princess. This is the interesting question. So your options here are, like, you shouldn't compare yourself to others, or why do you want to be king?
"この国のみんなのために決まってるだろう。親父が作った平和なトライオラを守りたい。だから私は王に."
Yeah, like the そんなの That's what? Obviously, it's because of it's for the people. I want to protect the piece of Toraora that my old man made. That's why I. Oh. Oh yeah.
王を目指す気持ちに兄さんたちは関係ないんだ。
Hey, there we go. And my brothers have nothing to do with why I want to be king.
私が頑張る理由は最初からみんなのためだったんだから。
Hey, that's the name of the quest. Hang on, I'm going to check the English. Just what was the name of this quest in the English? Ah, it's for all Torali. That's not... That sounds too much like a politician thing. She's specifically saying minna no tame, which is just very straightforward and normal. Honestly, for this, what I would probably go with is... From the beginning, the reason I wanted to do this was for all of them. For everyone.
自分で言ってたでしょ。知るってことが大事だって。
You said it yourself, right? It's important. Yeah, it's important to know.
聞いて、感じて、考えて。そうして積み重ねていけば、明日のあなたは今日のあなたより理想に近づけているんじゃないかしら。
Hear, feel, think. Do I have to check the English then? We can maybe do it after this very heartwarming cutscene has ended. You keep doing that little by little, day by day. You'll become, you'll get closer to the person you want to be.
みんな悪い。情けねえところを見せちまったな。
Yeah, everyone's sorry. That's... this is just not a thing you say in English. You might say... You might just say sorry for being so pathetic.
トライオラの王女だとかって虚勢を張るのはもうやめだ。知らねえことだらけならこれから一つずつ知っていく。
I'm gonna stop, putting up a, a front of being some, like, a great princess of Toraora. If there's stuff that I don't know, then I just gotta, learn it all, bit by bit.
それからもっと好きになるんだ。私が守りたいこの国やみんなのことを。
And then I'm sure I'll love it all even more. This, nation that I want to protect and everyone in it.
私は私らしくこの道を突き進んでいくぜ。
Yeah, we keep doing this whole path thing, this whole Michi thing. This has been a pretty consistent metaphor that's been going on. Yeah, it's like what I'm gonna keep. Going down this path, my path.
そんで絶対に黄金鏡を見つけてやるんだ。クルルのじいちゃんのことを知るためにもな。
Yeah, and we're gonna find the city of gold. You need to know more about your grandpa too, right?
ありがとうウクラマトさん。でもおじいちゃんのことまで背負わなくていいのよ。
Thank you, Wilklamat, but it's like you don't need to worry yourself about my grandfather. The literal there, this is one of those ones where you could definitely make it sound better. You're saying like you don't need to carry that shoulder, that
ガラフバル
burden.
デシオンは未知の危機から人々を救うために活動していた人。 Gorufu Baldesian was a person who, always worked to save others from unknown dangers, unknown threats. その孫娘として誰かを傷つけたり辛い目に遭わせたりしてまで調査を進めたいわけじゃないの。
And as his granddaughter, I don't... Yeah, I want to like, what? I don't know if you would say follow in his footsteps here, but it's like... Yeah, you might just say follow in his footsteps. I'm being a bit lazy here. I want to follow in his footsteps without hurting anyone else, and without hurting
一緒に
others.
進みましょう。できれば楽しみながら。
Yeah, できれば楽しみながら。
思い切りやって気持ちよく勝つの。そのために私も全力で手を貸すわ。
Yeah, let's keep moving forward together. And try and have some fun with it if we can. Let's give it everything we've got. You know, let's give it everything we've got and win. And I'll do everything I can to help make that happen.
ああ、そうだね。我々は同じ道を進む仲間だ。皆で力を合わせて黄金鏡へとたどり着こう。
That's right, we're all comrades walking the same path. We'll reach the city of gold together. This whole path.
ありがとよ。頼りにしてるからな。
And everyone, thank you. I'm counting on you. Oh shit. Wait, meanwhile, Connor.
お前ら、ありがとよ。頼りにしてるからな。
何やら盛り上がってるみたいだが、兄として妹に一声かけなくていいのか。
I don't have yeah, I don't really like that. All bluff and bravado. Don't like that. Don't like that. Yeah, and then there's lines like, okay, they said I was scared and sobbing and ready for a scolding, but the head of resolve praised me for surviving the ordeal. They got rid of the quote. The whole point of that was it was a quote, that he was just like, he found her and he was happy and he just said, like, good job staying alive. You did good out there. Like, she has like an exact quote, she remembers what he said. Oh, wow, yeah, and then I've lived such a sheltered life, yet convinced myself I understood Toral and its people. She doesn't say that at all. It's always been about the Torali and what I can do for them. It might not be the smoothest path, but it'll be a path of my own making. No, it's my path. The way that they've been describing it has been less of like one that you set out for yourself and more the one that you follow. Making it, saying a path of my own making gets rid of that meaning. Yeah, and then they keep mixing up the words for path. They're not being consistent with the whole path thing. Okay. That's enough English for right now. They seem like they're... Yeah, it seems like they're pretty, fired up over there. You really okay not saying anything to your sister?
その必要はありませんよ。
There's no need.
お二人こそよろしいのですか？ラマチに協力している方々はお仲間なのでしょう。だというのに敵対するような状況になってしまって。
Rather, are the two of you okay with this? Ramachi's collaborators are your your comrades, aren't they? And yet, you're now you're now taking up a, antagonistic position against them?
俺たちはお前に協力しちゃいるが、あいつらと敵対してるつもりはないさ。
This is a... Oh, that's a good line. That's a good line. From Third Crit. That's very important. I'm not gonna check the English, but... That's like, look, we're working with you, but that doesn't mean we're working against them. Of course. If it comes down to it, to make you king, yeah, we'll take him on fair and square. God, I love it. Udayasha is great. I've never had the opportunity to... But entirely... to compete against them entirely unrestrained. To be honest with you, I'm quite excited at the prospect. He did say, like, my heart is racing a bit. It's like, I'm quite excited. Yeah, they've got, what top student of the University of Magic, and the acting leader of the Baldessian Committee with them. Yeah, Tomochi has those two as them with her. Whatever. Awkward. They're going to be quite the problem. And what's more, that adventurer, if they're as you describe, they're far more dangerous than just being... I mean, you would say, like... He says, like, you know, it's not like they're just going to be a formidable opponent, it's going to be much worse, but... I don't know, in English you'd probably say something along the lines of... They're like a veritable force to be reckoned with. However, I have absolutely no intention of giving up on the ceremony of succession. We went to, what, Orokopacha? I realized, like, once more... Studio... Yeah, a logistical network that relies on alpacas is far too easily disrupted by storms and other natural disasters, leaving the livelihoods of the people at risk. This is why people don't play this game in Japanese. It is difficult. Therefore, I must What, utilize the knowledge I have learned in Sharlayan. What, to create a... What, more... like... I'm trying to think of the way that you do this. Yutaka ni anzen na seikatsu. You might say a safer and wealthier Toraora. But it's like, that loses a little bit of the nuance of what he's talking about. He's saying he wants to improve the standard of living. And this... Yeah, this kingdom can change even more. And I'll prove it. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Well, let's... You know, that's fine for now, or let's leave it there for now. We keep doing this Heidelin thing, and I'm still Heidelin's #1 hater. And in this journey, you're going to have to hear, feel, and think about a whole lot. I mean, I would be surprised if he didn't... He probably knows that that's the Heidelin thing. By the way, there's something that's been bothering me. You know, it's like something that's been bugging me about this ceremony succession. About how, what the prerequisites for reaching the City of Gold. No, yeah, for me myself personally, I still maintain that Venus and Heidelin are the biggest villains in the story. Huh. What, the one whoever breaks the seal and becomes king isn't? Whoever passes the 7 trials? The winner is whoever obtains the 7 gems. Yeah. Yes. It's likely to get more difficult from here on out, rougher from here on out. They're talking about, like, you could just steal them, I'm assuming. Right? Meanwhile... Oh, Zoraza. They're free, you could just take them home. Wait a second. Hang on, this is completely meaningless, but that sounded like he said desu wa, and that says desu na. It appears the others haven't arrived yet. Even if even with those, well, competent, deft allies at their side, Prince Kona and Princess Wuklamat are simply no match for you, Prince Zoraja.
相当の血を引く唯一無二の存在、奇跡の子。
What? They didn't... Okay. I know we haven't been making much progress, but this is like another foreshadowing thing, right? I don't remember what they went with for this in the English, but I know that it's not Kiseki no Ko. Like the miracle son. The concept being that he is not supposed to be able to have biological children, and yet Prince Zoraja was still born. They refer to his existence as a miracle in the Japanese. The phrasing of miracle seems to matter quite a lot. But then also, what's his face? The dude in the Hanohana Weeaboo guy. I don't even remember his name. I just remember the Dewa kinishimasen. That dude, the Hrothgar, was saying that Baku Jaja and the place that he came from were still like worshipping or like clinging to some form of horrendous thing, a concept, an entity that they place their faith in. I get the distinct feeling that the current king does not particularly enjoy being two-headed, and does not actually view it as a sort of pride, but probably something that was like forced upon him. Right? Like, just like Wuklamat has the expectations placed upon her, he had these unrealistic expectations placed upon him that he was unable to live up to. And so he went off and did his own thing. However, you got this guy, Zoraja, who's being referred to as a miracle. His existence is referred to as miraculous. You and you alone possess the blood, have, like, inherited the blood of the two-headed one. The miracle son. What do they call him in the English? Oh, yeah. Resilient son. Yeah, that's not the same. It's miracle. We're gonna stop looking at the English again now.
連王の座を継ぐために生まれてきたと言っても過言ではありません。
Yeah, it is no exaggeration to say you were born to inherit the throne of the United King.
そのような肩書きに意味などない。
Damn. But it's like such titles, or... I mean, I guess that is title. Like, are meaningless. Have no meaning.
そういえば、継承の儀に黄金鏡が関係するという噂を聞いてから、グルージャジャ様に近しいものを探ってみたのですがね。
Wait a second. Oh, brain blast. This might be me overthinking things massively, but they were talking about, like, the dude's inner monologue was, like, fucked up and dark and horrid, right? So, this dude was born from a father that has two heads. He's two dudes and one dude. He was born with only one head. What if he's, like, only half... Instead of being, like, a full guy, he's really only, like, half of a guy. Like, the reason why he's so cold and fucked up is that he's literally, like, missing that other half to himself. Right? Especially considering that it's, like, the chameleon side is, you know, you've got the valor and reason, right? That's his father. And so if he's only the valor side, then he is lacking the reason. That could be a thing that they go with. I don't know. But that's what I'm getting at here. Or that's what I'm getting from this. Like, the way the dude talks is so ridiculously detached and cold. You know, that would be a good comparison, right? It would be a good mirror. You've got the United King and then, like, basically the divided sun. No, all the voice actors do an insanely good job in the Japanese. Okay, what? After hearing that the like rumor that the ceremony succession would involve or would relate to the City of Gold, I investigated those who were close to Guru Jaja.
彼らはこんなことを口にしていたのです。
Now they all said this.
黄金鏡に至ることができた者は未来を変えるほどの力を得られるらしいと。
Ooh. What it said that they who reach the City of Gold will obtain power capable of changing the future. That seems kind of important. That seems pretty fucking important. I think that might be literal. I think they might be going with that being literal. Like the phrase of change the future.
本当にそんな力があるなら、ぜひとも私もあやかりたいもの。
Oh, damn. Like, if such a power exists, I would like to partake of it as well.
ですから、そろそろ動こうかと。利用価値があると示せなければ放り出されてしまいますから。
Wait, yeah, like, hold on. This guy, like, I think that these guys are kind of setting up to be, like, the two halves, almost. Right? Like, you've got the United King, where both of the heads, the Valor and Reason, are in the same body and on the same page. And then you got this guy where they're separated. I believe it's time to, take action. If I can't, demonstrate my worth, I'll be cast aside. After all, is that I'll be cast aside? I'm assuming.
先に確認しておきますが、私の策が誰に向こうと、あなた様を王にするためならば問題ありませんな。
Ugh. Just to confirm, so long as this plan of mine results in you becoming king, you do not mind who, comes under my target. Like, who my target may be. Right?
戦では誰もが平等に血を流しうる。王族とて例外ではない。
What, in war, all bleed equally? Like, all bleed the same? Royalty is no exception?
故に、人は戦の愚かさを知ることができるのだ。
What, therefore? It's like, therefore mankind knows the folly of war. I wouldn't say he's like Xenos. I would... It's far more dispassionate like, even more dispassionate. Like, this dude is talking like he's just, like, fully traumatized or something. Also, like, that Ikusa should really be war, right? Like, that's, in war, all bleed the same. Alright, best character.
少しは楽しませてくれるかと思ったが、所詮ただのデグノボーだったな。
God, I love him. He's such a piece of shit. I thought this thing might be some fun, but it really wasn't. You know, it was like nothing to us. It was nothing to me.
ミスネコちゃんはあの後どうなっただろうね。
Well, actually, I don't even know if they necessarily fought it. I don't really care for Randall for Monster's sake. I wonder what happened to the... I still hate that he says that they keep saying Miss Nickel-chan. I really hate that you would probably translate this to kitten. No, yeah, this is a thing that they've been doing. They referred to Wuklamat as Miss Nickel, which is just female cat. And the Kolna as Olsenickel, male cat. He's just kind of like, you know, demeaning, objectifying, referring to them as just animals. No. We do not go with cat boy or cat girl. It's one of those insults that works in Japanese, but not really in English. It'd be boring if they died so easily, but even if they did, we'd still have, what, 2 more, what, like, toys to play with.
頭は継承の儀に勝って王になったらどんな国にしたいとか考えてるんで
What are you? Yeah, after you win the ceremony of succession and become king, what sort of country you wanna make? What sort of kingdom you wanna make? Knuckle to Oresama ni wa doudemo ii. God damn, they're great. Okay. Due to the difference in swearing between English and Japanese, there is a legitimate argument to be made for this line just being translated as, I don't give a shit. Or just, I don't give a shit about that. Just, I don't care. We're just here to prove that the two-headed are the superior race. They do this as well again. What, and if we can do that, what, mother and father will, I'm sure mother and father will be happy.
それにオイラたちが王様になれば、劣等種どもを追い出して、血族みんなでトライオラで暮らすことができる。
Yeah. What, and if we become king, we can drive out all the inferior races. And all of us can live together in Toraora. Again, they downplay this. They really do just call everybody else inferior races.
それ最高じゃねえか。さっさとあんな新規臭い森から出してやらねえとな。
Yeah, that'd be great. Well, we gotta get everyone out of that, what, boring-ass forest? Or, like, gloomy-ass forest?
そうと決まれば出発だ。先行して調子に乗ってる一つ頭の王子様にここらで種の違いを分からせてやるぜ。
Oh. Okay. Alright, let's go. Well, we're gonna show that... What, like, arrogant, stuck-up, one-headed prince. What, the difference between us and him? You know, the difference between our like, our species. Please wait.
一人足りねえと思ったらどこで未熟さ食ってやがった。
Okay. I thought we were a person. I thought we were short of a man. You know, where the hell were you? Like, lazing around.
船から落ちた時は死を覚悟しましたが、なんとかここまで。
When I fell from the ship, I, like, readied myself for death, but I somehow managed to make my way back here.
ちょっと腕をやっちまいやしてね。少しばかり治療と休息を。
Oh, they're just gonna kill him. Yeah, but I've injured my arm. I need some, yeah, medical attention and rest, please.
従者ごときがオイラたちの足を引っ張る気？ついてこられないなら置いていくだけだよ。
What, you think we're going... What, you, like a mere servant, is going to attempt to slow us down? If you can't keep up, we'll just leave you behind.
ありな。弟がこう言ってるんだ。獣の餌になりたくなけりゃ足がちぎれてでも必死についてこいや。
He's like, sorry, my brother's word is law. If you don't want to get eaten by the beasts, you better keep up. Like, even if you're... He's basically saying, like, he does say, like, even if your legs fall off.
そんな、俺は総決の教えを、祝福の兄弟を信じて必死についてきたんですよ。
Yeah, what I believed in, like, yeah, the teachings of the twin blood. I believed in you. The blessed brothers followed you with all I had. Please, yeah, wait, please, don't leave me behind. So, the whole Oshie there, that's one that's very important. The whole Oshie. That's indicating that it's, again, some sort of religious thing.
アルパカが怖かろうが、乗り物酔いがひどかろうが良いのよ。ウクラマトが今日ここでお前らと話せてよかった。おかげで胸の中でモヤモヤしてたもんがスーッと消えていったぜ。
I'm glad I got to talk to you guys today. Thanks to that, that, like, uncomfortable feeling in my chest has just totally gone away.
これから私がどう変わっていくか、この先の旅を通して見届けてくれよ。
Okay. She says, like, yeah, keep watching over me and see how I'm going to change over or during this trip, this journey. So again, that's just kind of directed at the players saying like, oh wow, Wukamata is going to grow and change. Moblin, yay. It's like the collectors, I guess. The Moblin.
さて、これからもブリン族の集落を目指して進むわけだが、この辺りの街道では盗賊が通行人を襲う事件が頻
In
発してい
the
る。
end, the Moblins are maybe the most forgettable of the bunch. We will see. Okay, we're going to be heading towards the Moblin settlement / village. What? Oh, apparently there's been a lot of reports of bandits attacking travelers on the roads around here.
さらに大階段が壊れて人通りが減ってる今、困窮した盗賊たちは血眼になって獲物を探してるはずだ。くれぐれも襲撃には注意してくれ。
Oh. Wait, what? Okay, yeah, what with the grand staircase destroyed? Oh, they just do the goblin talk? Oh no. Yeah, it's like the foot traffic reduced. What bandits are desperately looking for marks for prey. Careful, watch out for ambushes.
おたくらにはいらぬ心配かもしれないがな。
Well, I suppose I don't necessarily need to worry about you.
盗賊ってトラルイサム連隊はゾラージャ兄さんは何をしてたんだよ。
Bandits? And what are Zoraja and the Braves doing?
こうなったら私が街道の平和を取り戻してやるぜ。盗賊でも何でも出てきやがれってんだ。
Okay. Alright. You know, if it's come to this, I'll have to, restore peace to the highways. And bandits, bring them on. And bandits, whatever, bring them on.
前のめりな王女様には困ったものだな。とにかく、まずはここから西に進んで、川を一つ渡った先の二つ目の川を目指すぞ。
It's like he's saying like our you know, this quite headstrong princess of ours is, you know, quite the handful. I don't like saying quite that many times, or whatever. Okay, there's a river crossing the west. Yup. Did I already get this? Yes, I did. It feels like it has been night the entire time. Ooh. Asenshaya. No idea. That's probably the Moblin village. God, all of these katakana names are a nightmare. The longer they get, the more difficult it is to actually pronounce them. I'm sorry, what? That thing is called Widowmaker. Like from Overwatch? Like from Overwatch? Didn't they just announce that Overwatch is actually just Overwatch 1 now and not Overwatch 2 anymore? They untooed the Overwatch.
この川が滝となってリヌハヌさんたちが暮らすオックハヌへと流れていくのね。
Oh, this river flows to Okahana.
それにしても立派な滝だね。
Untoos your Overwatch.
水源地がどうなっているのか。トラル
道中、遠くからこっちを伺う複数の気配を感じたわ。すぐにいなくなったみたい。
Alright, feels like there's some people watching us
こ
or
の辺り
something.
に。
なんだ、盗賊の奴ら現れねえじゃねえか。
Hey, There's no bears showing up.
これだけの人数を相手に襲撃を仕掛けるほど頭の回らない連中じゃないみたいだな。
Okay, they're not going to attack with... They're not so foolish to attack this many people traveling together.
モブリン族の集落はこのミヤカベック川を横断した先だ。念のため引き続き気をつけて進んで
Okay,
く
Moblin
れ。
village is across the Miyakabek River. Let's proceed with caution. Be careful. Ooh. Gotta remember to pick these up along the way. Otherwise, I will never do it. I mean, I'm not gonna do it anyway. Because I'm gonna, like, I would need to do all the side quests and stuff. I think that there might still be zones in Stormblood that I haven't unlocked flying in. Also, he said it was just across the river. I mean, I guess it's a very wide river. Hang on, let me do this real quick. That ain't right just across the river. That's fairly far, actually. Jungle... Again, that's a chameleon. They said jungle iguana, that is a chameleon. God, all the music and the environment and everything is just so good, though. I don't even care. Ooh. Look at them go. What's going on, guys? Yeah, they don't do the whole... They don't do the dumbass goblin
他
speak
の継承
thing.
候補者たちの姿がないわね。先を進んでると思ったんだけど。
They really did just, like, make it up entirely.
ここがトライオラ女子市壺の章の舞台となったモブリン族の集落アースンシャヤだ。
Okay. Tsubo, not really sure what Tsubo would be. It's probably like vase jar. Okay, this is Asun Shaya. The Moblin settlement that... in which the, chapter of, like, the vase from the Epic of Toraora takes place. Book place.
シャヤ、低地ドラバニアのイディルシャヤと名前が似ているね。
Shaya. Oh, that's the name similar to Edelshire from in Lower Javania.
あっちは大鉄州で廃墟になった植民都市を再利用してたけど、ここでは壺みたいな形の建物で暮らしてるのね。
You probably do just have to go with pot then because of all of these. And they were making use of a colonial city that was abandoned after the Great Evacuation, but here they're living in a building shaped like pots. Buckle up. Oh no.
父母、ようこそいらっしゃい、アースンシャヤへ。あなたたちウクラマと王女ご一行で間違いなし？
And they go, welcome to Earthenshire, your Princess Wilclant and her followers, correct? Entourage, maybe. So the way that they talk is that they kind of have, like, they got, like, stuff spaced out and they're dropping a few particles. But it doesn't sound like infantile.
ああ、そうだぜ。
You might go with something along the lines of like, you all, Princess Wicklamat, and followers, correct? You know, you might have them drop words like R, the, A on occasion. That's right, we came here to find the United King's judge, to find the legendary City of Gold. You know anything about that?
それならちょうどよかったモブ。このレディロクこそ電王の選者。電王様より任命された。
Yeah, like, you can see it, they space it out. Yeah, in that case, perfect timing. I, Lady Rock, United King's judge. Appointed by United King.
お、そっちから名乗り出てくれて助かるぜ。じゃあ早速試練に挑ませてくれよ。
Oh, yeah. Yeah, thanks for letting us know. Alright then, let's get the trial going.
そうしたいのは山々だけど、それどころじゃない事情あり。
We would like to, but... Yeah, I really would like to, but... Like, there's a problem, we can't.
村を襲った大嵐岩を落とし崖を崩し、坪匠の世話人たちにとてたくさん怪我人続出。試練を開く余裕なし。
Okay. Okay, the storm that hit the village caused rocks to fall, cliffs collapse. What? What, like many people were injured, including what, like the pot makers? We can't hold the trial. Or like assistance of the I mean, what is this, like Tsubo Takumi? I'm not entirely sure what that means. Okay, thank you, Wicklamat. I was like, I don't really know what you mean by Tsubo Takumi, and then here comes Wicklamat with the assist. Thank you. Considering the great staircase was destroyed, I thought there might be some damage here as well, but what exactly is this? Like, I don't even know what I need to see the next line to even know.
と契約してる金細工職人のことだ。壺のような工房で働くから、壺匠というわけさ。
Okay. Okay, it's a goldsmith crafter has a contract with the Moblins. What works in a workshop that resembles a pot? What do you even do? This is like you might go with jar for all of these. I don't know, man. Tsubo is a pain in the ass. Like, it's the jar worker, the jar... Like, maybe jar worker? Pot
何でも
worker?
工房だけじゃなく、道具から素材まで、すべての創作環境を整えてもらえるそうでな。彼らが作る金細工は、大陸随一の品質を誇るんだとか。
Okay, apparently it's not just like a workshop or studio. Basically, they provide like literally everything that the Moblin need. Yeah. The Moblin provide them with like all of this stuffs, and then the like metal workings that they produce, or like the jewelry, etc. that they produce is said to be like the highest quality in the entire continent.
ここでならずっとものづくりに没頭できると思っていたのに、こんなことになるなんて。
Okay, that is a kind of interesting dynamic. So it's like all of the Moblin are basically working as supporters for completely dedicated artisans. Oh. Well, I thought I could live here and fully, immerse myself in my work. Or devote myself to my work. I never had thought that it would turn out this way.
約束された環境が与えられないんじゃ、また満加害で雇ってもらうしかないか。
I can't receive the working environment I was promised. I guess I'll just have no choice but to go back and work at the bazaar. Back in the capital. Hey, what's up?
とてとてたくさん、坪匠今みたいに去っていく。それもこれも世話人気がして人で足りなくなったから。最高の環境を与える約束守れなくなったから。
Okay, I'm gonna skim, just so you know, I don't have a good translation for Tsubou Takumi at this moment in time. Fuck. Nope, I just thought of it and then I hate it. I hate it. I just realized what you do with this, and I fucking hate it. You probably have to call them potters. Yeah. Yeah, you call them potters. What's wrong with Potter? Many things. I think it sounds, one, it's gonna sound like Harry Potter. Two, kind of sounds dumb. But I mean, Tsubou Takumi also sounds kind of dumb. Or like ridiculous. It's Potter. You go with Potter. Now, so many Potters just like them are leaving. That's because the caretakers got injured and we don't have enough people to help. Yeah, we couldn't keep our promise to give them the best working environment. I know it's fine, but at the same time it's just one of those ones where it's like, it just feels off, right? Yeah, if any more Potters leave, the village, all of us won't be able to survive. We can't hold the trial until we've done we fulfilled our responsibilities. We don't have time.
だったら、あたしらが坪匠の世話を手伝ってやるよ。仕
Okay.
事を手伝えば、お前らのことを少しは知れるだろうしな。その上、試練の開始も早まるなら、良いことずくめだぜ。
Alright, we'll help you out with, looking after the Potters. Helping out, we'll get to know you all better. And if that means, if that means that we can start the trial sooner, all the better.
これは継承の儀の一環ってわけじゃねえから、お前らは休んでてもいいぜ。
Hey, look at that. this isn't part of the ceremony succession, so yeah, you all can take a break. They're not going to let me. They're not going to let me. So, your options here are, I'll help out too, or, well, if you insist. I'm going to go with the, I mean, if you insist, alright then. Sure.
そうしたいのは山々だが、俺たちも手伝うぞ。足止めなんてごめんだからな。
Yeah, it's like, okay, so that is a, as far as ways they could turn this down. It's like, look, I'm sure we'd all really love to do that, but we'll help too. We can't afford to fall behind.
お前たちも付き合ってくれるのか？実は、私、一人でやりきれるか自信がなかったんだ。ありがとよ。
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you guys are gonna help out too? I mean, to be honest, I wasn't really sure I could handle it all alone. Thank you.
人手増えるの大歓迎。坪匠たちに約束してた。最高の環境用意できたら試練開くと約束する。モブ。
Yeah, what? This really is like the more the merrier. We'll start the trial once we can provide the working environment we promised the Potters.
あなたと王女の二人にお願い。世話人、ラコロク手伝いお願い。
You and the princess, please help out. Rakorok? About what? It's like caretaker Rakorok.
そっちの4人はついてきて。他の世話人紹介するモブ。
Okay. You four follow me. I'll introduce you to the other caretakers.
お前が手を貸してくれて嬉しいぜ。
Yeah, I'm glad you're willing to help.
こういうの10日でも話したけどさ、私はトライオラの王女だから、私が何とかするんだ、なんて強がりはもう言わねえ。
I don't remember this. What was the name of this place again? I skimmed over the name of this place that we talked before. It was like the... I don't remember the name of this place. We talked about it like, what, the... like, Companion's Torch? I mean, I guess that's where we were talking. We talked to her. Yeah, there. I guess that was the name of the place. Yeah, I promised that I wouldn't try and... It's like I wouldn't, like, bluff and... You know, say I'm the Princess Torayora. I can do everything on my own.
困ってる奴を助けるのは冒険者のお前の方がずっとうまい。それはここまでの旅でよくわかってる。
Yeah, you're much better than me at helping people in need. I've come to, well, I've noticed that during our journey together.
だから私は、私よりもすごい奴を手本にして、これからもっと成長してみせるぜ。
Right. Like, this is her explicitly saying, like, this is supposed to be her strength. Right, this is supposed to be the character's strength. Yeah, it's like I'm gonna learn from people who are... I mean, she really... it isn't necessarily better than me, but it kind of is. It's like I'm gonna, you know, learn from people who are better than me, and... Or try and, like, learn and grow. Get better. Really just saying, like, hey, you all look like a good model to copy. Okay, let's go talk to Dokorok. But that's supposed to be like a generalized statement that you just said, right? Like, go around, find people to emulate, right? And learn from. I'm sorry for the sentence I'm about to post. Are you really, Petch? Do they seriously still talk like that in the English here? We're on the other fucking continent, man. They do? Alright, let's check it. Yeah. What do we do? What do we do? There's not enough. Yeah, we're so short-handed. Like this, we won't keep our promise, and the Potter, we can't keep our promise, the Potters will leave. Yeah, the Potters will go home. Hang on, let's see what that's like in the... This is real? This is the game. This is the game that people are playing in the English. And people like this game. I have it on good authority that people enjoy this video game in English somehow. How? How? Like, I see this, man, and I'm just immediately clicking the log out button. They just talk in a little bit of a stilted way and drop some particles. They just drop some particles and talk in a bit of a stilted way. That's it. That's plenty wacky enough. It's like, why not, you could just do you and Princess will help, like, caretakers. This is just, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, so grateful. Like, that's it, that's all you have to do. You just do thank you so much, so grateful, because he doesn't say I'm, right? You know, like, there's a little bit of a gap there, you would just drop, like, I'm so grateful. Okay, with you two, we can do it. What, make Potters happy? Alright, yeah. Now we'll give it our best. Yeah, the Potters caretakers. Honestly, that's almost sponsors, really. It's probably caretaker, but it's like... That's like manager, sponsor. You probably go with caretaker, but it's...
二人にお願いしたいのは、カーエという名の壺匠のため最高の環境を用意すること。
Okay. This week in Skim, we've already seen the established thing. Okay. We need to make, like, a perfect work environment for a potter named Kai.
もともと彼を担当してた世話人別人だったけど大怪我を負って負傷中、モブが代わりに引き受けた。でもモブはカーヘを知らない。
Okay. And the caretaker who originally was assigned to him was someone else, but they, badly injured. I took over. I took place. But I don't know anything about Kai.
何したいか何欲しいか全然全くわからない。直接要望を尋ねてしまう世話人の恥。気を使わせず、すべてを用意、それが世話人、役目モブ。
Yeah, okay. No idea what he wants or what he wants to do. Or it's like want or need, maybe. Yeah, and what it's a... Well, like, embarrassment for a caretaker to ask. Like, to ask directly. Caretaker's job is to what, provide everything without them noticing. Oh, Mobu. Fuck. Oh, that's impossible. This is a joke that doesn't work. This is a joke that doesn't work in English whatsoever. So they say Mobu instead of Golbu. But like mob as in a mob character, like they're saying that they're NPCs. Like that's the joke. I think that this one you can't make work in English whatsoever. It just doesn't. And so you just kind of have to lean on the natural comedy of the situation. Mobu. Fuck. Yeah, they're literal mobs, background characters.
だから一緒に考えて。
NPCs. Okay, let's think. What he wants, what he needs.
よっしゃ、あたしらに任せとけ。
Alright. Leave it to us.
この工房の中にカーヘがいるんだな。
Okay, so Kahe is here in the workshop, right?
よし、早速入って様子を伺ってみようぜ。
Alright, let's go in and take a look around. Oh no. Oh, it seems like he's too hot.
あいつが壺匠のカーヘか。世話人への要望を直接聞ければ早いんだけど、それはご法度らしいからな。
Yeah, like, she's not dumb. She knows words like gohatto. Yeah, that's the potter, Kahe, right? It'd be a lot quicker if we could just ask him what he wants, but apparently that's, taboo, or, like, strictly forbidden.
工房の中を観察してカーへの望みを推理してみようぜ。
Okay, so we're gonna be doing the fucking, we're doing this minigame again. I mean, just from the animation, he's too hot. He's too hot. We need something to cool him down. I mean, I'm just gonna go straight. He looks like he is overheating.
暑いし、風通しもあんまり良くねえ。これじゃ仕事どころじゃねえよな。
It's hot. The furnace is so nearby. There's, yeah, not the ventilation isn't great. You can't get any work done like this. Oh.
かなりすり減っちまってるな。そろそろ手入れが必要なんじゃねえか。
Yeah, it's pretty worn out. Seems like it needs some You think it needs some, like, maintenance done soon?
全然食ってねえじゃねえか。こいつは冷めちまったらうまくねえのに。
Yeah, he hasn't taken a single bite of the thing. It's not any good if it's cold. But yeah, it's just like, you know, it's not any good when it's cold, though.
すげえ種類の素材だな。これなら仕事に打ち込めそうなもんだが、他に不満があるのか？
There's tons of, there's a ton of different materials. Though this should be able to just focus on work, but maybe there's something else wrong. I mean, the biggest problem seems to be bad
一通り
ventilation.
観察して分かったぜ。カーヘが望んでいるであろうことがな。
Okay. Yeah, from like watching him, from observing, I think I've figured out what Kahe wants.
よし、外に出てラコロクと話し合うぞ。
Alright, let's head outside and talk to Rakurok. He wants a desk fan. Or internal AC.
不後、工房観察して何か分かった？
Oh, alright, did you figure anything out?
まず、飯に一切手をつけてないのが気になったな。腹が減ったら集中力が落ちるだろうに。
First thing I noticed, I'm a bit worried he didn't touch his food at all. Wouldn't be able to concentrate if he's
も
hungry.
しかしてよ、お前らが作る飯がカーエの好みと合わないんじゃねえか？
And maybe the food that you make isn't the sort of thing that Kai likes.
とてとて美味しい料理なのにお腹いっぱい思ってた。
It's super tasty. I thought he was just full.
でもモブはわからない。カーエの好み何にも知らない。
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what Kai likes.
私に任せろ。カーエはコーナ兄さんと同じヘーザーロ族だからな。大まかな得意不得意くらいなら想像がつくぜ。
Yeah, leave it to me. Kai is the his auto, just like my brother Kona. I should be able to at least, generally guess what he might like.
ヘーザーロ族は猫舌だからあの熱々の料理には手をつけられなかったんだろうさ。かといって冷ませばまずくなっちまう。
That's haha, yes, Nikojita, yes. This is another untranslatable saying. So this is a saying in Japanese to refer to people who can't eat food that's too hot. A real sensitive tongue. It's described as nikojita, which is like a cat's tongue, right? This is not a saying in English. You cannot translate it into anything that is even remotely equivalent in English. This is just a little joke. They're cat people. They're not good with that. But the stereotype doesn't make any fucking sense in English, so you don't even try. Yeah, you would just say the Heizaru of very sensitive tongues. They can't handle super hot food. But that's that sort of food is like if it cools down, it's not good anymore.
つまり冷めてもうまい料理を用意すりゃいいんだよ。
So we need to make some food that's still good even when cold.
なるほど、それなら王女様。ヘーザーロ族の好みについて調理担当もブリンに助言頼める？
It's like, I see, you really are Yeah, okay, in that case, princess. Okay, could you talk to the Moblin in charge of cooking about that? Okay,
た
yes.
だカーヘが集中できない理由は一つじゃねえと思う。
Okay. Yep, but
乾
that's
燥
not
し
the
た
only reason why
高野
Kahe
出
can't
身で
focus.
暑さに慣れてるヘイザーロ族でも炉の前で仕事するのは辛そうだったぜ。何か涼しくする方法はねえのか？
Okay. The Hazaro come from a, you know, very dry... Like, yeah, it's like dry desert. They're used to the heat, but he's still, yeah, even though they all have trouble working right in front of a furnace like that. Is there any way that we can make things cooler?
それなら涼しい風を
It's a
吹かせ
saying
る
in
風
British
にも
English
一
that's
生
fallen
が
out
ぴ
of...
ったり
Yeah, that's the problem, is that if it's fallen out of common usage, then the joke and or reference won't land. Okay, so we're gonna set up some... Yeah, we got some wind crystals to make a
そいつ
nice
は
breeze.
どこで手に入るんだ？
Okay, where can we get our
会
hands on
社の船
those?
で拾えるはずモブ黄金鏡を探したけれど見つからなくて諦めて船乗りたちが捨てていった配線沈んだ場所のこと。
Oh? Wait a second. Aisha? Okay, yeah, that's... that's one of those ones where I was like, oh... I thought I read that right, and I knew the meaning, but I was like, wait, what? That seems like a weird thing to say. It's like, what, you could probably find them on, like, the ship of the losers? Okay, it's, they were looking for the legendary city gold and gave up. What, it's, the ship abandoned by the sailor sank?
座礁した船から回収しろってことか。そっちはお前に頼んでもいいか？
Okay. Wait a minute, was it sunk or, like, went aground? I mean, I don't care. Really, that's kind of without... Yeah, sure.
そうそう。あと、カーへの彫金道具が
Oh,
必
yeah,
ず
no,
入
it's
って
like
いるみたいだったぜ。新しいものに変えた方が作業がはかどるんじゃねえか？
Okay, yeah, his tools seem pretty worn out. Maybe we should try replacing them with some newer
なんと
ones.
なんとそれ問題。素材の用意に気を取ら
I'm
れ
gonna
大事な
go...
ことを
I'm
見逃して
starting to
た
skim more
道
of
具
this.
調達モブの責任新品の道具用意するモブ。
Oh no, oh no. Yeah, I was so focused on preparing all the materials, I missed that. Yeah, the responsibility for new tools is supposed to be with the
それぞれやるべき
caretaker.
ことが決まったな。
Alright, we all know what we need to
終わ
do.
ったらここで
Once we're done, we'll
敗
meet
者
back
の
up
船
here.
は岩山向こう。集落を西に出たらすぐに周りを見渡しトンネル探して、その先抜ければ。
Okay, look for a tunnel, go through there, you should be able to find it. Sure. I mean, I would say that all of this so far is just kind of, well, like this segment is kind of just like a little bit bland, but at the same time, it's establishing what's supposed to be our strength, which is, again, being observant and empathetic and whatnot.
Oh, あなたはラマチのこんなところで何を？
Oh, you're working with Namachi? What are you doing here?
ああ、坪匠の世話を頼まれたのですね。
Ah, you're looking after the
僕も
potters?
同様の相談を受けたので、金細工を作りたいならシャーレアンに発注すればいいと助言をしたのです。かの都市には確かな技術力がありますから。
Yeah, this is supposed to be the thing that's making him out to be, like, less considerate. Yeah, they talked to me about the same thing. I advised them that if they wanted to have, like, jewelry and metal crafts made, that they should, order, place an order with. They should order them from Charlene, as that city has quite the like technical expertise in the
し
matter.
かし、どうやらそれは彼らが望む解決法ではなかったようで、取り入れてはもらえませんでしたがね。
However, apparently that didn't seem to be the sort of solution they were looking for, so they didn't follow my advice.
能力も思想もバラバラな個人に依頼するよりも、より洗練された集団に任せた方が効率が良いはずなのに、なぜ壺匠にこだわるのか理解できませんよ。
Yeah, okay. Yorisenden. It would be more efficient to like hire out the task to a more sophisticated group rather than to rely on individuals of varying capabilities and methodologies. It's really like ideologies. I can't understand why they insist so heavily on these potters. Like, this is supposed to be the thing that's showing you, like, hey, this guy's... He understands, like, technology and stuff, but he doesn't really understand the continent. Which is probably why it's gonna end up being, like, oh, this dude, you've got... Will come out as the actual... like, lead king, but he's on as an advisor or something, and they're running the place together. And maybe the other guy's there too. But I get the feeling that he's just kind of a lost cause. I think we're gonna have to kill this guy.
"さあ、どうだかな。壺の試練とやらと向き合うことで分かることもあるかもしれない。
Well, who knows? Yeah, maybe taking on the trial of the jar, a pot. Maybe through taking on the trial of the pot, you might learn something.
とまあ、俺たちに壺匠の世話は
Or
務
we
まらない
might
と
learn
思われ
something,
たの
really.
か。代わりに怪我したモブリン族の治療を頼まれたわけだ。今はウリエンジェ先生のお使いで薬草を調達した帰りさ。
Okay, yeah, they thought we weren't going to be able to help out the with the potters, and said they asked us to perform some medical treatment on the injured moblins. Just back for getting some
小ザマルカでも
medicinal
大
herbs
嵐の
for
影響で集
Oriente.
落が孤立してしまっている。僕らが来なければ負傷したモブリン族がどうなっていたか。
And here in Kozamarka too, villages were isolated due to the storm. If we hadn't come, who knows what would have happened to the injured moblins.
大いに着いたらすぐにオートとの交通路を整備しなくては。シャーレアンへの留学で学んだ技術を使ってみんなの暮らしをもっと豊かにしてみせる。
Okay. As soon as I ascend to the throne, I must improve like traffic routes or the transportation routes leading to the capital. All that I learned during my time studying abroad in Charlene, I will use to enrich the lives of the people.
失礼。つい考え事に集中していました。
Excuse me, I was lost in thought.
それでは僕たちはこれで。
Now then, if you'll excuse us.
じゃあな、そっちも気をつけろよ。
See ya. Be careful. Yeah, see ya. Be careful out there. Oh, look, there it is. There's the thing I gotta go through.
ラコロクから聞いたトンネルを見つけた。トンネルを通って敗者の船に向かい風海の結晶を探そう。
Yay. Yeah, honestly, like, I have sworn off of looking at the English for the rest of the stream. However, they would have to really screw it up pretty hard to not convey that this Kolana dude is clearly not a good fit to be the king. Dude really walked up to a group of moblins whose entire livelihood relies on this, like, symbiotic relationship between the craftsmen that they employ. Like, and then presumably take a cut of their, like, the profits, the proceeds from, like, them selling their goods. And we're like, hey man, why don't you just hire out to Charlayan to get stuff made? Like, across the entire fucking ocean. Charlayan stuff is so much better. It's never the first one that you see. If this is the one time... Ha! I knew it. It's never the closest one. And it's never the furthest one. It's always one of the middle ones. One of these times it's gonna be the closest one, and I'm gonna get completely owned on that raid. Okay. Here you go, man. Crystal. I mean, he seems pretty genuinely awful at being a king. Like, his proposal here for these guys would just completely, ruin their entire livelihood. It just wouldn't work in the slightest. Like, they're laying it on a little bit thick in the Japanese, even, of making it out so that Kolna completely lacks any sort of common sense. Like, he's able to come up with, like, a technical solution to a problem, but it's not necessarily going to be one that actually works, especially not in the long term. Because obviously the problem isn't that they just need to get random shit made, it's that they've got a whole ecosystem here where they're not physically capable, like they're not the craftsmen, but they're really good at creating an environment in which they can sponsor craftsmen, which then is how they make their livelihood. You know, he in all of the things that we've seen so far, he's walked up, completely denied the local culture of whatever group he's addressing, and just said, here's a Charlayan answer instead. Like, for the Hanu Hanu, if they just used the whole potion thing, then they would be stuck using that forever, right? Like, what happened, somebody in the Hanu Hanu is now going to have to learn how to make that exact thing, and that's going to be the thing that they use from now on. They're going to become reliant on that entirely, when technically they already have a solution. And it's an important, like, cultural touchstone, thing like that. And so, I'm assuming that what they're going to do is they're going to do a thing where Wuklamat becomes the king, but is like, hey, we actually do need to adopt all of these technological advancements and reforms and things like that as well, without losing our cultural identity and the sense of who we are. We're going to utilize all of this technology and knowledge that my brother learned in Charlayan in a way that actually helps everybody and is fitted to everyone's needs and things like that. Yay. Like, almost assuredly that's what they're going for, considering, again, it's the whole United King thing. This is all stemming back to United King. Okay, we got every... Yeah, I got all the tools ready.
私の方もヘイザーロ族が思わずがっつくような料理が用意できたぜ。もうすぐ運ばれてくるはずだ。
I'm sorry, do we just make, like, catnip for this dude? Okay, I got some food made that, you know, the Heizaro absolutely love. You know, go crazy over. Should be ready soon. It should be here soon. What is it going to be?
そんじゃ早速、壺匠
Is it going to be
殿を
like
送らして
sushi
や
or
るか。
something? Is it just going to be like raw fish? Damn, now I want sushi though. Fuck. Alright, let's make sure that the potter's got everything he needs. Why his forehead so big?
君たちが突然押しかけてきた時は何かと思ったが、
I was wondering what you were up to when you barged in when you suddenly showed up.
うまい料理、快適な空調、そして洗練された仕事道具。これぞ、まさに私が求める最高の創作環境だ。
And wonderful food. And, comfortable air conditioning. Excellent work tools, tools in excellent condition. This is the exact environment I was looking for. The creative environment I was looking for.
お三方の素晴らしいもてなしに感謝する。ここまでしてもらったのだ。最高の作品でお答えしよう。
The thing is that this is actually kind of like a real thing, right? Where honestly, I'm kind of going back on it, and I kind of want to call them sponsors. In the same way that, like, people would sponsor artists, right? Like, you just kind of have an artist, you get them whatever they need, you give them their little workshop, you get them all the stuff, you give them their paint, and then they just make art and shit for you. And it's basically what the Moblins are doing. They just go, here you go, here's all the stuff that you need, make whatever it is that you want, we can get you anything we need, and then we're gonna sell this shit. Patrons? Yeah, you might go with patron. You might go with sponsor. What?
6連王宮に献上するオイルランプだ。この出来栄えならモブリン族の顔を汚さずに済むだろ
う。Okay, there's an oil lamp going to be then it's what the royal palace and Borok. Okay, this sort of workmanship won't live up to the like Moblin reputation. Wow, perfect. Yeah, it's an absolute. Yeah, it's like this like what luster, the shine. It's a masterpiece.
ありがとう。遅れを取り戻すべくこの調子でどんどん作っていくとも。
All right, thank you. I'll keep all the work to make up for lost time.
私はそのために契約を結んだのだからね。
After all, that's why I signed the contract.
盛り上がっているところ失礼します。
Yeah, please excuse me. Yeah, I can see you're all quite in quite high spirits.
そろそろ試練を始められる見込みとのことだよ。
Okay, seems like things have settled down in the village. They're going to. The trials are going to begin. The trial is going to begin soon.
わざわざ教えに来てくれてありがとな。
Ah. Oh, I see. I didn't know. Thanks for coming and telling me.
それが坪匠の手による作品ですか。なるほど、確かに素晴らしい出来栄えです。
Yeah, like this is him being shown, hey, look, they were able to do something that's like on par with Charlene. Yeah, is that a piece created by the potter? Yeah, it is what magnificent workmanship, magnificent
お
craftsmanship.
褒めの言葉をありがとう。自然豊かな小ざまるかだからこそ得られるインスピレーションを創作にぶつけてみたんだ。
Yes. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you for your kind words. I would tried to put as much of the inspiration from the like nature of Kozomaruka into my work. It's like, oh, you have to be here in order to have that sort of inspiration.
疑問でしたが、そうした利点もあるのか。
Yeah, I don't know. And considering how much more convenient it would be to work in Torayora, I was wondering why you wouldn't simply open a workshop there. I didn't consider that, you know, that this
いくら技術に
possibility.
秀でたシャーレアンでも一朝一夕で真似できるものではありませんね。
Yeah. How do you want to word this? How do you want to word this? This is a very important line. I'm trying to think of how you want to word this. It's like even with the like technological advancements of Charlene, this is not something that they would be able to replicate overnight.
創作意欲がなければ良いものは作れないからね。もっとも基礎的な技術を身につけようと思えばトライオラで働くのは非常に有意義だ。
Yeah, without like the drive to create, you can't make you can't make anything good. However, if you want to acquire basic, fundamental skills, then working in Torayora is quite worthwhile.
私なんかはヘーザーロ族の中でも古典的な暮らしをする一団の生まれだったからタブ族によって洗練された技術には驚いたものだよ。
They're laying it on a little bit thick here. I was born into a, but very traditional group of Heizaro. It's like they still lived quite the traditional life. I was amazed at the sophisticated techniques that other races had developed.
ヘーザーロの古典的な暮らしですか。個人的にはあまり良い思い出がありませんね。
Yeah, the traditional lifestyle of the Heizaro. Yeah, personally, I don't have very good, very fond memories of that. It almost seems like they're going with the idea of Kona does not particularly enjoy the culture that he was born into, and so is attempting to replace that with Charlene. And so he sees everything as like, oh, why don't you just do it the Charlene way? Was it? Hang on. No. That's like, what, some sort of like... Some sort of, like... That is a weird looking burrito. But I mean, technically, if it's just like a bunch of vegetables and stuff, that'd probably still be good. Even cold.
ふご、とてとて、感謝二人とも。
Thank you, both
お
of
も
you.
てなしに、大切なこと相手のこと知る、観察眼。気づかせてくれてありがとう。
Yeah, you need to be able to observe others for proper hospitality. Thank you for
そうだな、相手のことを知る大切さは、
helping me
私
realize
もこ
that.
の旅で痛感してる。お互い頑張っていこうぜ。
Yeah, through my journey, I've come to understand just how important it is to, really know others, or like to, to really get to know others. Let's both do our best out there.
カーエのために作った料理、私も一皿味見したけど、めちゃめちゃうまかったぜ。
We'll call out the food, some of the food that was meant for him. Or she just got the moblins to make some more, I guess. Hey, the trial's actually
選
beginning.
者曰く、壺の試練に参加する継承候補者たちは、アースン社や西側の建物で待つように、とのこと。
Hang on, what do they
僕は
call this place?
サンクレッドたちと合流してから向かいます。
What do they call this place in English? It's gotta be Earthenshire, right? Okay. I had to ask. That's like one of those... There's no way, right? There's no way that they don't do it? Okay.
そうそう、ラマチを呼びに来る途中で見かけた、ルベユール家の兄弟にもお伝えしておきましたよ。
Alright, told the, Luvea twins as well.
私らは競争相手なんだから、
These are just
日々に
directions.
教えなくてもいいのに。兄さんって昔からクソ真面目だよな。
Ah, so majime. And, we're competing against each other. There's no reason he needs to go out of his way to tell us. And my brother's always been... so majime. It's not serious. Majime is one of those things that people get called. It's like earnest. But I don't like just saying like earnest to a fault. Whatever, you would probably just do that.
ともかく、戦者の
You would do something else, but I can't think of it right now. But it's like somebody who's very, very by the book. Takes things very seriously.
みんなは
Looks like not everybody isn't here yet.
ふご、世話人ナコロクの手伝い感謝。
Thank you
他
for
の
helping
候
out.
補者集まり次第お待ちかねの試練を発表を。それまで少し待っていて。
Okay, as soon as the other candidates are here, we'll begin the trial. Okay. Stickler, kind of. It's less that and it's more... It is a positive term that is used... saying like somebody's too serious, somebody's too
こちらは
earnest,
うまくいっ
straightforward.
て、一人の壺匠を引き止めることができたよ。君たちの方はどうだったんだい？
You might just go with like he's always been like a, a real stand-up guy. Okay, we managed to keep one of the potters from leaving. How did things go on your end? Yeah.
そうか、そちらも順調だったようだね。
Seems like things went well for you as well. What the hell sort of noise was that?
ふご、ゾラージャ様モブタッチの村ようこそモブ。外政進めて、よその土地から、壺匠たち連れてきて。
Oh? Welcome Prince Orasha to our Moblin village. Oh. Okay, I was like, yeah. They're asking him to, like, go off and like, go on a campaign and bring more potters back to them.
ゾラージャ様は力持ち。とてとてたくさん落石を軽々全部運んでくれた。さすがは、本命奇跡の古時代の王は、決まりかも?
Okay. Yeah, Prince Raja is strong. And carried away all of the fallen rocks like they were nothing. He truly is the miracle son. Yeah, but already a shoe-in to be the next king. I'm not gonna attempt to do that exactly. It's just he was that Moblin was very fond of them. I'm surprised Zoraja would help clear away the fallen rocks. I thought he only cared about his own, own agenda. That's part of his plan.
おやおや、皆さんお揃いで。
Oh my. It seems everyone's here. Oh wait, no, that was Bakujaza. Never mind. That Oya Oya then. It's like, looks like the gang's all here.
モブリン族の頼みを聞いてる間、どこかに隠れてたんじゃないでしょうね。
And while we were dealing with the, it's like while we were, like, fulfilling the request from the Moblin, guess they were hiding away somewhere. Waiting for everybody else to do the hard work.
不語、それでは早速試練を発表。
This is weird that this one isn't voiced. I think it might be because they didn't know what to do for the voice for the Moblins. That might be the thing. They might not have had somebody or like a group of people to do these Moblin voices. But it is weird that this one isn't voiced. All of the other trial ones have been voiced. And now then. Let's, announce the trial, begin the trial. Like, announce the contents of the trial. As you know, after the storm, tons of our, like, contracted potters left.
坪匠たちの金細工がいつ国売れる輸出品供給減れば大問題トライオラも大打撃
Okay. Yeah, the crafts of the potters are a valuable export sold to other nations. Yeah, the supply decreases. Ora would be affected as well. Would be, like, severely affected as well.
そこでみんなに見つけてほしい。それぞれ一人見つけてほしい。彫金職人、腕利き職人どうか、ここに連れてきて。
Okay, that's why. Yeah, we want all of you to find them. Each of you to find one. Yeah, bring back a skilled, goldsmith, or, like, engraver, worker, craftsman here.
つまり、あたしらで新しい壺匠を連れてくる。それが、モブリン族の試練ってわけだな。
Alright, so we need to bring a new, new potter to you guys. That's your trial then?
試練といえば、聞こえは良いが、実態としては我々を体よく利用しようというだけではないか。労働者の確保など、王位継承とは何の関係もなかろうに。
And you call it a trial, but really it's just you're just trying to, like, exploit us. Securing workers for you has nothing to do with, succeeding to, or, like, ascending to the throne.
嫌ならやめてもいいモブよ。蓮王様に伝えるだけ。ゾラージャ王子は資格なし。時代の王にはなれないと。
Yeah. If you don't like it, then quit. If you don't like it, you can quit. Yeah, tell the United King that Prince Zoraja has, is disqualified, can't become the next king.
継承の儀など、
Isn't qualified to be the next king.
そこに意味など問うまい。
Yeah, this whole ceremony, of succession is nothing more than a diversion. Don't try and find meaning in it.
ではでは、試練開始モブ。でも無理やり、ダメ絶対。モブリン、壺匠療法を洗うそれが条件忘れずに。
Okay, I'm again skimming. Let the trial begin, but it can't be, it can't be forced. Everyone needs to be happy.
誰かの壺匠を奪っちゃいけないなんて説明はなかった。だからね。
Yeah, they didn't say anything about not stealing away, stealing somebody else's potters, so.
いただいちゃおうよ。他の連中からさ。
Let's take one from the rest of them. Let's take one from them. They're gonna poach.
グッグ。そいつは良い。さすがは俺様の弟だ。
Yeah, great idea, my brother.
でしょ？早速準備に移ろうよ。
Right? Alright. Yeah, let's get ready. Ha ha ha. We were right there. We heard all of that.
また何か悪巧みをしてるようね。
Seems like they're up to no good again.
川登りの時のような妨害に注意しつつ、今は試練をどう進めていくかを話し合お
う。Okay, let's discuss how we'll proceed with this trial. While keeping in mind what occurred on the, going up the river.
ウクラマトさんはどうかしら。壺匠になってくれそうな人に心当たりはない？
I get the feeling that this is going to be a character failure moment. We're going to have that one guy that we met. It's like, yeah, that guy. I know that guy. But like, you have to have somebody who's actually good. That guy might not actually be good. Just because you empathize with him doesn't mean that he's actually qualified for the task. And what about you, Oklahoma? Do you have any ideas for someone who could make a good potter?
私を応援してくれている奴らの中にも職人はいるけど、みんなじいちゃんばあちゃんだからな。
Yeah, I've got some like craftsmen among my supporters, but it's like they're all pretty old.
トライオラでの生活を捨てて、この村で壺匠として暮らしてくれってのはきついと思う。
I think it would be pretty hard for them to give up their lives in Toraiora and live here in this village as a potter.
コーナ兄さんなら若い職人の支持者が多いからすぐに見つかるんだろうけどよ。
Connor's got a lot of like young craftsmen as supporters, so I'm sure we'll be able to find somebody right away.
あ、これは別に兄さんと私を比べてるわけじゃなくて、ただ事実を言っただけだからな。
Oh, I'm not comparing myself to my brother or anything, and I'm just stating the facts.
あとはそうだな。
No, it's just it's the
わから
truth.
ねえけど、職人が集まる繁華街にでも相談しに行ってみるか。
And don't know if we'll be able to Yeah, it's like... Only other option, not sure if we're going to be able to find somebody, but... We're going to have to, what, go to the bazaar while those, like, craftsmen are, and... See if we can find some... See if we can, find someone. Yeah. That sounds like a good idea. Let's go back to Toraiora.
待てよ。トライオラに戻るってことは、もしかしてまた船に乗るってことか。
Wait, if we're going back to Toraiora, are we going to have to get on another boat again? No, we would just take the Aetherite. We just...
無理無理無理。やだやだやだ。もう船になんか乗りたくねえよ。
This is just straight up, no, 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 no. I don't want to get on a ship ever again.
弱みを見せていいって言うから告白するけどよ。
You told me it was okay. You know, to be weak, so I'm going to... So let me tell you.
実はが。
Really? Actually,
あたし、船が苦手なんだ。
We already know. That's the joke. I can't stand boats. We already know.
それはさすがに今更すぎるだろ。
A bit late for that.
話してくれてありがとう。帰りは流れに乗るだけだからそこまで揺れないわよ。
Oh, wait, can we not just take an Aetherite? Can we not just take the Aetherite? Thank you for telling us on the return trip we're going to be like, going with the flow of the river. It won't be as rough of a ride.
本当か？信じるぞ。
Excellent. Okay, this Shinjiruzo is difficult. But you gotta maintain tone here for the joke to land. It's like screenshot moment, you know, yeah, it really is. This is an obvious thumbnail. But okay, there are many ways that you could screw this up in terms of tone. It's like really? It's not like, can I trust you? Shinjiruzo is like... She's saying like, the implication here is, I'm going to trust you, please. Please don't be lying to me. Please.
多分、おそらく、きっと、ね。
多分、おそらく、きっと、ね。Excellent. It's probably, maybe, definitely, yeah. Probably, maybe, definitely, yeah. Excellent bit. It was not okay.
指定されたものを収集してくることなら問題ないんだが、坪匠の世話人なんて二度とごめんだ。
There was no issue. It's like, what, I had no issue with collecting requested items, but I I absolutely do not want to be a caretaker of one of these potters ever
ウ
again.
クラマトさん、船酔いで気分が悪そうね。なんとかしてあげたいけれど、こればかりは私にもどうしていいか。
Yeah, she looks like she's really seasick, wants to do something to help, but I don't really
私
know
た
what I
ちが
can
担
do.
当した坪匠は常に誰かに応援されていないと創作に向き合い続けることができないという人でね。ひたすらに4人で声援を送り続けたんだ。何十
Oh
回
no.
も何百回も。エレンビルだけは腹から声を出せと何度も怒られていたよ。
Okay, the potter that we were working with was the type who like really needed support constantly unless couldn't work otherwise. Everybody had to be like, you can do it, man, you can do it, it's great. Yeah, so the four of us were just cheering them on hundreds and dozens, hundreds of times. And they kept getting mad at Aaronville for not, like, putting his heart into it. Okay, so that's why Aaronville is very much upset by the whole situation. That sounds obnoxious as fuck.
また船酔いがやっぱリフイカトゥームの荒ぶる流れには抗えねえな。
Is that the name of the river again? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I feel I'm seasick again. Yeah, I can't deal with the currents of Ifikatum.
けど強がって虚勢を張る必要がなくなったからか前よりは気持ち悪さがマシになった気がするぜ。船に乗らずに済むならそれに越したことはねえけどな。
Yeah, but maybe because I don't need to like act. It's like act so strong all the time anymore. It feel a little bit better than before, but I would prefer if we didn't have to get on any more boats.
それはさておき、坪匠について繁華街のローペリーに相談してみようぜ。
Okay, let's talk to Dolpity. So the name of this place is like, what is it, Bangkagai? It's just like, it's basically just like an anything you want district, effectively is the meaning there, like all sorts of things. I don't know what you would really do for that, maybe just bizarre, I haven't really put much thought into it. Okay, she's not seasick anymore.
うゆい、我らが繁華街に今度は何の御用かな、ウクラマト様。
Alright, what do you need from us? This time, yes.
それがよ。
Oh yeah, hear this, Dolpity. Actually, Hmm.
ってわけでな、坪匠としてアースンシャイアで働いてくれる職人を探してんだ。繁華街にいいやつがいたら紹介してくれねえか。
So yeah, we're looking for a craftsman to work as a potter in Earthenshire. Do you know anybody that you could, like from the, I'm just gonna say bizarre, that you could recommend, introduce us to?
なるほど理解したよ。要件は王女自ら繁華街を頼ってくれるとは光栄なこと。本人さえ望むなら引き抜きには目をつぶるとしよ
う。Okay, I understand. It's an honor for the princess to ask this of our, of our bizarre whatever. If the craftsmen themselves so desired, I would be willing to like turn a blind eye to their departure.
しかし、すぐには思い浮かばないな。適任者はモブリン族の求める技術を持っていて、かつアースンシャイアへの移住に抵抗がないものとなるとね。
Okay. However, I can't think of anyone immediately who, fits the bill. Someone possessing the talent that the Moblin need and would have no objection to relocating to Earthenshire. Hey, like it's the Ellison guy. What about the Ellison guy? What about that guy?
それってフォンジャン店のことか。
Oh, you're
そう
talking
い
about
うあいつは
Fulgenzen.
外津国で有名な宝飾店で働いてたんだよな。
I used to work in a really famous jewelry store. At a really famous jeweler overseas,
わ
right?
ざわざ長い航海を経てトラル大陸までやってくるくらいだ。移住にも抵抗はねえように思える。
Okay, yeah, he came all the way to Toraora, or to Horade. Seems like he wouldn't be that opposed to, relocating.
ただな、せっかく新しい職に就いたばかりなのに、いきなり壺
Yeah,
た
it
く
seems
に
like,
なってく
yeah,
れなんて言っていいのか。
just he wouldn't be. Okay. But he just started his new job. Is it really alright to just ask him to become a potter all of a sudden?
話をするぐらいなら問題ないだろう。万加害よりも良い条件で働けるなら、そいつにとっても悪い話じゃないだろうしな。
Shouldn't be any problem just talking to him. No harm in just talking to him. If he can, work in better conditions than he can here, wouldn't be a bad deal for him.
どうするにしても、彼は今日の仕事を終えて退勤済みだよ。今頃は一杯やってるんじゃないか。シャバーブチェで。
Okay, he finished up his work for the day and left. Should probably be off having a drink
だ
at
ったら大勢で押しかけたら断りづれだろうし、面識のある私とお前で話しに行くか。
Okay, yeah, it would be real hard for him to say no if if all of us just showed up at once, so the two of us already know him. How about we go talk to him?
他のみんなは宿屋で休んでてくれ。
Everyone else can go get some rest at the inn.
んじゃ、シャバーブチェで本じゃん。
All right. Are we finally going to obtain tacos? Or is this just never going to happen? It has been teased for far too long. Where is my fully animated taco? I'm going to be upset about this until it happens. It better be now.
本当に本じゃん店を壺匠に誘っ。
どうも、オレオさん。何でもウクラマと王女ともども僕に話があるとか。ちょうど食事が終わったところなので外で話しましょうか。
This guy seems like he's doing a lot better. It seems as though Princess will come out, and it seems like as though you two have something to speak to me about. I just finished eating. How about we speak outside? How about we talk outside? Going out to the beach.
前にお前と話したのもこの砂浜だったよな。生きるのが下手な自分に落ち込んでたんだっけか。
Yeah, it was back on the... last time we talked to you, it was on the... It was on the beach too. You were feeling down, saying you didn't know how to live.
ははは、そうでしたね。あの時は自分がどう生きていけばいいのかわからなかった。でもお二人のおかげで自信が持てるようになったんです。
Haha. That's right. Back then I had no idea how I ought to live my life, but thanks to the two of you, I've regained my confidence.
新しい職場である繁華街の皆さんも優しくしてくださいますし、今は悩むようなことはありませんよ。
Yeah, everyone in my new workplace is so kind to me. I have absolutely nothing to, that worries me in my life at the moment.
そうか、そりゃよかった。
Ah, glad to hear that.
それで僕に話す
Nah,
と
they
いうのは
didn't say that. That's the thing. Do they do some shit like that in the English? Because if so, that would be real fucked. I'm not gonna check. No, I don't give a shit. No, nobody check. And so, what did you want to speak to me about?
仕事がうまくいってるところでいずれ縁だけどよ、壺匠になってくれるやつを探してるんだ。
Yeah, look, like, this is where the character is supposed to be... This is supposed to be the character's strength, right? It's like, it's a bit hard to say this considering how well things are going for you with your new job, but we're trying to look for somebody to become a new potter.
壺匠、聞いたことがあります。モブリン族と専属契約した職人のことでしたよね。でもどうして？
Potter, I've heard of that before. Those are craftsmen who have exclusive contract with the Moblins, right? But why? Yeah, why? Why did I say that so
新し
weird?
い壺匠をモブリン族に紹介することが、私が王になるための試練なんだ。
Yeah, and she's just being completely straightforward here. Introducing the Moblin to a new potter is the trial that I need to overcome to... is a trial that I need to overcome to become king.
なるほど、そういうことですか。
Ah, I see.
ああ、お前とは何の関係もない私個人の都合だ。繁華街で働くのを後押ししたくせに、今度は壺匠になれなんて自分でも虫が良いこと言ってるのは分かってる。
Yeah, it's really has nothing to do with you. It's like just for my own benefit. Yeah, I know it's selfish. I was the one who encouraged you to start working at the bazaar, and now I'm asking you to become a potter. I know it's selfish of me. Yeah, MTL. Yep. Okay, this is... Yeah, Princess will come out, please. I mean, you could just say lift your head. Or look at me. He's saying, like, don't look down, as in, like, to be dejected or apologize. Oh, my, like, what, residency application? Went through successfully, and I've officially become a citizen of Toraora. I'm, like, yeah, so happy to be a citizen of this country. I felt like I needed to know more about my new nation, so I looked into the ceremony succession. that, you know, I learned more about you, Princess Wokomat, and the other candidates for the throne.
以前話しましたよね。僕が長金氏を目指したのは父へ
Already?
の憧れ
I mean, I would imagine that, considering the who the United King is, I would imagine that their background check basically consists of, hey man, you cool? You walk in, you just go, yeah man, I'm cool. And they go, alright, fuck it bro, you're in. We talked about it before. I told you about it before. The reason why I wanted to become a goldsmith was out of like admiration for my father.
その父はイーストエンドコンコーリンという場所で起こったガレマール帝国との戦いに巻き込まれて命を落としました。
My father lost his life in battle against the Romuald Empire that took place in the East End Forest.
僕が敬愛する父を戦争が奪っていった。もう二度とあんな思いはしたくありません。
Yeah, war took my beloved father away from me. I never want to go through that again.
あなたたちは僕の新たな人生を後押ししてくれた恩人です。ですがそれ以上に平和を愛するトライオラの民として僕はウクラマト王女に王位を勝ち取ってほしいんです。
Yeah, I owe you so much. Oh, and I owe the two of you so much for giving me the push that I needed to start my new life. But even more than that, as a peace-loving citizen of Toraiora, I want Princess Wokomat to take the throne.
そのために僕にできることがあるのなら喜んで協力させてください。
And so, if there's anything I could do to help make that happen, I would be glad to.
ボンジャンテーン、ありがとうよ。
Thank you.
では、僕は満加害に戻ります。事情を説明しなければ。
Okay, gonna go back to the bazaar, have to explain things.
私にあるのは事実だ。ローペギには私から話す。
Yeah, look, this is the thing that's supposed to make her like a good leader. He says, no, I'm the reason why you're quitting. I'll go talk to Roperi. You know, I'll be the one to explain things to Roperi.
よう、俺のこと覚えてるか？シャバーブチェの店主、ブルケブだ。
Whoa! Hey, do you remember me? I'm Burukebu, owner of Shababuche.
外津国から来たウクラマト王女の協力者なんだって。噂じゃ、めっぽう腕が立つって聞いてるぜ。
Yeah, you're a ally working with Princess Wokomat from overseas, right? Heard rumor that you're really something else.
頼みたいことがあってよ。そっちの用事が落ち着いてからでいいから話だけでも聞いちゃくれねえか。
Okay, I've got I got a request for you. I can wait until everything else settled down, but mind, it can wait until everything else is finished, but could you hear me out? Alright. So what, this is like some side content stuff that's being introduced?
シャバーブチェのブルケブに話しかけることでロールクエストを
roll quest. Do I have to do that right now, or can I continue okay, I can continue the main quest. Okay, I need to do the roll quests, Mendwalker first. I still haven't done those, because I was informed. No, I mean, I don't think that I'm not saying that it's a prerequisite. I'm saying, I need to do them first in terms of, I'm not going to go backwards. Right? But you see, I was informed that this was going to suck, and that I was going to want to keep, fun side content in in my back pocket, so that when I got burnt out from the Dawn Trail main quest, I could pivot to those. But so far, I'm enjoying myself immensely. This whole thing with the goblins has been a little bit slow, but I mean, like, you compare this segment to, like, any of the filler segments from any of the other expansions, it's not even slightly worse. I'm still having a good time.
礼を言うぜ。おかげで、本ジャン庭園と話すことができた。それで、悪いんだけどよ。
Okay, thank you. We were able to go talk to Fonzonten, and, you know, I'm sorry, but...
壺匠になるのだろう。彼が、フォンジャン庭園の顔を見ればわかるとも。
He's going to become a potter, I see. I can tell just by looking at it.
先ほども伝えたように、王女直々の引き抜きなど、満花街にとっては、光栄なことだから問題はないよ。少し残念だけどね、腕の良い職人が減るのは。
Okay. As I said before, it's, you know, an honor to... Would like to receive... Or it's like to be scouted, I guess, by the princess, so... It's like for the princess to have, like, scouted talent from the bazaar is a great honor for us. It's a bit unfortunate, though. Yeah, it is a bit unfortunate that we're losing a skilled craftsman.
ありがとうよ、ローペリ。
Thank you, Roperi. Just you wait.
本ジャン庭園のような優秀な職人がいたら、分野を問わずまた紹介してほしい。
And if you know of any, like, other skilled craftsmen like Fonzonten, regardless of their specialization, please
それが
introduce
君
them to
自
us.
身だと言うなら、それもいい。
Hmm. Hang on. I mean, I guess it is, like, you know, even if it's yourself. It's talking about you quest stuff. Okay, yeah, we'll keep that in
ロ
mind.
ーペリさん、短い間でしたが、お世話になりました。この国に来て、初めての職場が満花街でよかった。
Roperi, I know it wasn't for very long, but I'm glad that, thank you for everything you've done for me. I'm glad that my first workplace after coming to this nation was, this kingdom was this bazaar, yes.
モブリン族に見放されたら、戻ってくるといい。また雇ってあげるからさ。
Yeah, if the Moblin give up on you or, yeah, abandon you, you're welcome to come back. We'll rehire you anytime. Hey.
それでは、アースンシャイアへ向かう荷造りをしてきます。また、後で合流しましょう。
Okay, going to pack my things to head for Earthenshire. Okay. So this has gone far too easily. They're going to...
フォンジャン庭園は見つかったかい？
Baku Jaja is gonna swoop in and just kidnap this dude. Okay, what about... Yeah, did you manage to find Fonzonten? What happened? Yeah, he agreed to become a potter.
それはよかったよ。では、また後で。
Yep, until he finishes, like, packing, you're free to do whatever you like. Alright.
負けられねえ理由がまた一つ増えたぜ。私は必ず本ジャン庭園の思いに応えてみせる。王になることでな。
Okay, yeah, I've got another reason why I can't afford to lose. I've got to, live up to Fonzonten's expectations, become king. You know, by becoming king. Okay.
バチュメキメキ満花街のローペリに話しかけることで。
Okay, yeah, that's the crafter stuff. Oh, this is probably a good spot to call it for the day then. That looks like a very important quest. Yeah, as a king, as a father. Notice again that they're doing like paired things. Like for the quest name here, we're doing a multiple as a king, as a father. That's two things. He's got two heads. Whoa. Themes. Crazy. You might not be able to pick up on such sophisticated writing. Peak incoming. That's probably, I mean, it's been 4 hours. This is like this is a good spot to end it and then pick that up next time. But again, people keep saying that it's supposed to, everybody keeps saying that the section that I'm going to is supposed to be the section that makes me not like the expansion anymore. And I still keep enjoying it. I'm not entirely sure how much of this is being fueled purely by spite and a desire to be a contrarian, but, like, I'm not very good at feigning interest in games and stories that I don't like. I'm really bad at it, actually. Like, I've tried before. When, like, you know, I'm playing a game with some friends that I'm like, I'm not actually having a good time with it. I'm not good at it, man. So I am actually quite enjoying this. Like, so far as, like... So I'm treating this whole thing like a side quest. And as a side quest, it's pretty fun. But yeah, that's going to do it for me for right now. Thank you all for showing up. Next time, more best character. More best character. I'm assuming. There's no way in hell that that quest name is going to be called As a King, As a Father, and he doesn't show up. Right? Like, if that's the sort of bullshit that we're pulling, then I would understand why everybody hates Dawn Trail. But I get the feeling that is not the case. But yeah. That's gonna do it for me. Peace out.